Step inside, let me show you the scene. A syndicate masked in a media sheen. They call it PR, but it's more like a crime. A fortress of lies where the guilty still climb. At the helm, a troll with a history stained. Moves like a ghost, leaves ruin in chains. Squats in the dark, claims what ain't hers. Living off scams, deception occurs. Her man ain't better, he profits from pain. Stripping the helpless, drowning in rain. Hurricane wreckage, pockets get fat. Takes from the weak, never looks back. It's the ecosystem of hate, built to destroy. Spin your truth, turn your past into ploys. A web of deceit, no justice, no grace. They'll rewrite your life, then laugh in your face. Here comes the journo, slithering slick. Sells his own stories, plays every trick. Lays with the victims, then twist what they say. A puppet of scandal, a predator's play. Caught in the act, but still he persists. Feeding the cycle with venomous twists. Truth ain't the goal, you about to get played. He'll spin some more lies for only 10K. The ecosystem of hate, built to destroy. Wreck your name, no one will employ. A racket of shadows, a league of sin. They bury your rep before you begin. Watch for the ex-con, fresh out the cage. Extortion and fraud still fuel his rage. Sentences served, but lessons ignored. Grammar's a crime, his words like a sword. A thug with a script, a deal in his fist. Misspells the threats, but you get the gist. Ain't no secret this guy eats paint chips. For the right price he'll make up all kinds of shit. And then there's the lawyer, sharp like a hammer. No moral code, belongs in the slammer. Bar complaints stack, but he stays in the game. Turning the law into weapons of shame. Threatens the weak, buries the proof. Twist every case till fiction's the truth. A master of fear, a shadow in court. Your cries for justice, he'll cut them short. Together they thrive in the filth they create. A kingdom of ruin, a cycle of fate. The puppet, the thief, the fixer, the fraud. A system of demons who play like gods. They don't just lie, they architect doom. Step in their way, you won't leave the room. They'll twist your past, create what you've done. By the time they're through, you'll be no one. Ecosystem of hate, a media storm. They'll break you down in everly form. A syndicate built on power and crime. Their names stay clean, yours fades with time. So watch your step, don't play their game. One slip up and they'll ruin your name. From squire to felon, from lie to snake. They're lost in an ecosystem of hate. So watch your step, don't play their game. One slip up and they'll ruin your name. From squire to felon, from lie to snake. They're lost in an ecosystem of hate.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's me, Megan Fox, your favorite medium smart journalist, and that umbrella guy. Tug,
What's up? I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. You know, I found out something today. I found out that my mop was poly. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I found out something today. I found out that people in Red Dead Redemption 2 aren't very nice. You know, I'm just minding my own business, riding the plains, shooting buffalo. I had a huge buffalo pelt on the back of my horse. I had like 2 deer prong, pelts plus a rabbit and a possum. I was ready to go into town and like trade them in for money, because I'm broke. I'm just minding my own business. I got shot in the head 3 times in 40 minutes and all my stuff stolen. Just by random losers who have nothing better to do than just harass a lone prairie woman just trying to make a living. Just
Yep,
saying.
that's on the best of days, people would, well, you gather the resources and they take you down. But
Oh my God, it's so upsetting.
You
Well,
are
the-
not a nice person.
Rockstar Games are really bad about stuff like that, though. They're also bad about cheats. So even when you get really good at it, you know, and you run into somebody that, well, you can't beat them because they're invulnerable, or you know, they use aim bots or whatever.
The hunting was so good, and I was getting so good at it. And you know, it takes a lot of bullets to kill one of those buffalo. You have to shoot it like 10 times. I mean, and so you have to be right on it, and they get up and they keep running, you know. And so I'm learning how to shoot while on horseback and like the whole thing, and I get it. And then someone steals it. You know, people suck. Just saying. And also, I can't get over it. So then what happened was I respawned, and there was a guy nearby me, another player. And I'm like, that had to have been the guy who shot me, because he's still like right behind me. So I turn around, I kill him. And he was getting a big animal at the moment. So I'm like, great, I'm going to steal his shit. And then I go over and I can't loot him and I can't get his stuff. And I'm standing there trying to figure out how to do it. His posse comes over the hill.
Of course.
Oh yeah, here they
Yeah.
come, and they tie me up. They don't kill me. They just tie me up in ropes I can't get out of. So I'm like sitting there smacking the square button, trying to get out. And I mean, I am clicking the shit. I'm like like this. And it's taking forever. So I'm like, okay, escape, quit game. Maybe I can just disappear, you know? I don't know, when I go back in, am I going to be in jail? And like, I committed a murder. I've never done that before. But I was pissed. Maybe the guy was innocent. I don't know. Flux says
That's
she's proud of
hilarious.
me.
You probably just took out some random dude.
I know, I probably did. And they're probably saying the same thing about me right now. I was just hunting and some bitch walked up and shot me in the head.
Actually, you're probably going to be on a video where they're like, yeah, watch revenge on this camper or something.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm going to have
look.
to change my name.
And they're like, oh, yeah, my friend was just out here innocently gathering supplies when this crazy person came up and killed him. So what do? We have like an hour-long video of them watching you struggle in ropes.
Well, you know, the other thing is too, I couldn't loot him. I couldn't take anything from him, which really sucks. So I guess that's because he's in a posse or something. I need a posse. I shouldn't play by myself. I need a posse.
No, you can't play by yourself anyway. These people, like, they do that. They pick off anybody standing by themselves. There's a lot of people that do stuff like that.
God, I love the game though. But speaking of immoral people, we're all gathered here together to discuss the immorality going on in Otter Creek, Florida.
What a
If you-
segue.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm getting better at that.
Speaking of ropes and leather, wait, no.
I did not need that in my head
I
again.
know. It'd be
Oh,
like,
and by the way, I have an announcement. So you all know about my washing machine problem. It is broken. I spoke to a washing machine repairman, and he's like, "No, you don't want to repair it. It's the computer board for sure, and you're just gonna have to ditch it." So I'm like, "Oh no, I need a new washing machine." So if you like the show, support the show. Send me washing machine money, because I'm going to need to buy one. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find an old model, like from the 90s, because they have these like at these used appliance places. And I found one that gives a 6-month warranty. So, and they're not much. But I am going to have to separate my dryer and washer. So the washer goes in the garbage. The new washer comes upstairs, and it's a top loader. And then the dryer has to go in the basement. So I'm going to have to walk up and down the stairs. But that kind of beats. I mean, it's good for me. First of all, it'll make my ass look good. And second of all, I won't have to go to the laundromat, right? Because I'll have a good washing machine, the old kind. So that's what I'm thinking about doing.
So that's what I need to do to make my ass look good. I need
Yes,
to
stairs.
yeah. I thought
Multiple times a day.
Well, I got enough stairs. So
My
we
sister
do.
and I call it fabaculous.
Fab ash.
Yes. When we walk up any hills when we're out for walks and she's complaining, I'm like, just think about how good your ass is gonna look. And she'll go, fabaculous.
That's hilarious.
God, I watch those girls at the gym on the Stairmaster, and I think, even for the greatest ass on earth, I wouldn't do it. I would not stand on that thing for an hour and just trudge up. They look so miserable.
It does. It absolutely does. I wonder if I could listen to an audio book and actually work out. I've never tried that yet. So maybe that would work. I like to listen to them walking around. Maybe I don't know if I could keep a good pace, like listening to.
Well, I was thinking about your situation because you have the knee problem. At the gym, they have the arm pedals. So you sit and you do like a bicycle with your arms. Do you know about this? No. It's very good for heart health, Tug. So you grab onto these handles and they go around like a bike wheel, but you use your hands. And so that way you don't put any pressure on your knee or whatnot. And it still gets your heart rate up and it increases your blood pressure and all that. It does all the good things. So you should probably try that.
I've been walking a lot actually lately, besides my pacing. Yeah. All I got to do is, part of my day, I find somebody to talk to on the phone because I automatically pace when I'm on the phone always. So if I get on the phone for about 45 minutes an hour, I'm getting in a few miles that way by itself, just pacing in my house. So then I throw a couple more miles on there if I can. So I've been trying to do that quite a bit.
Well, that's good for you. Chat, I have a washboard, but that is ridiculous. I'm not going to hand wash everything. I actually do have one and it works. It's made out of glass and it came with the house. This is a very old farmhouse and it was just here when I moved in and I kept it because I just thought this is kind of cool. I might use it once in a while. And I have to wash certain things by hand. But for the chat, people in the chat asking, why can't you just put both of them in the basement? There's a very good answer to that. So I live on a septic, right? There's a septic field. My basement is below the septic field. So in order for me to have a washing machine in the basement below the septic field, I would have to get engineers to put in new pipes that will pump water up. And if it breaks down, I will have a sewage backup in my washing machine. So I would prefer to use gravity and have the washing machine on the upper floor and the dryer can be in the basement.
I like the washboard idea. I want to hear about it.
You like the washboard?
Yeah, washboard challenge. We're going to hear about Megan making a video, Week 2 washboard challenge.
I cannot. Well, I could never. We have too many clothes. The only reason why like women on the prairie could use a washboard was because everybody only had two things.
That's
a Sunday dress, and a regular dress. And your man had the Sunday pants and everyday pants. Like that's it. Just two pairs of pants. Everybody had two things.
The positive though, you could commit a crime, you wouldn't have any freaking fingerprints after a few weeks. What's happening?
That's true. Just especially that lye soap that they made.
Oh,
do you know lye is so toxic, right? Like when you, oh my gosh, if you touch that, you'll burn your fingertips off for sure.
Becoming a criminal mastermind.
Speaking of becoming a criminal mastermind.
These people are not criminal masterminds.
Look elsewhere if you're looking for masterminds. Yes. But criminals, on the other hand, we can supply you with. So I promised on the thumbnail today that there is a bombshell new evidence that will embarrass the lawyer. Really embarrass him. So now we've been subjected to, by the way, I'm marked safe today from more paper terrorism by BBB. There has been no new filings in the case today. We're marked safe from that. However, there is new evidence that popped up. Jeremy Hales has released evidence that Bruce says doesn't exist. So Bruce has just filed several motions claiming that Jeremy Hales committed perjury in order to get his case into federal court and to keep it there. You remember that, right, Tug?
Oh, yes.
And he says that the perjury he committed was that he claimed there were online postings besides the signs accusing him of terrible things with children. And he says they don't exist. What do you think, guys? What do you think, chat? Do you think they exist or don't exist? Anyone? Anyone?
I don't
Bueller?
know, Megan. Let's see. Let's see.
Well, let's look at it, shall we? Well, this is awkward.
This will get awkward.
For Deuce, Lynette, and Crook, this is dated August 20th of 2023. Now, what you can't see behind Jeremy's writing here, Jeremy put that writing up. It says Otter Creek Friends and Neighbors. Now, that Friends and Neighbors, that is Lynette's, that is her Facebook page. She has already admitted to it. Here is a post from August 20th of 2023 that says a bunch of stuff. But we can skip through it. Well, we could read all of them, but let's just get straight.
We should read them all.
All right, fine.
I feel like, that's the one thing I say that separates our shows from a lot of these PR weirdos is the fact that
this is true.
We try to put everything in there. I don't care particularly if it, like say a depot. I don't care who, quote unquote, wins or loses the way they do. We've read through them, and Jeremy is pretty much schooled on his. And Shara, woo, man, those were something. But I mean, if it would have gone bad, I still would have read it.
You're right. We shall read it. I'll start with number 1. We'll switch off. I'll do 1. You do 2. And we'll go that way.
Let me do 1. I want to do 1.
All right, fine. That's the funny one, though. But okay.
Oh,
I'll let you be number 1.
I am not a whore, Jeremy.
But you know why this is actually, I'm glad you said we should read them all. You know why this is important? She is directly addressing Jeremy Hales.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. I love that, though. What a way to go. I am not a whore. You imagine that voice, too. I have never slept around. And that's why I wasn't married so often.
You are not a nice person.
That's good stuff.
All right, number 2. John is his own man. I don't know why Jeremy attacks me due to John's behavior when he knows the truth.
What? So John got bust yet again. Of course, we know that. John gets bust all the time. He's thrown right under that. But John is his own man. I don't know why Jeremy attacks me due to John's behavior. So she's admitting that John has done terrible things. That's fascinating too. Hard to defend against that. When again, one of the beautiful things about the litigation is she has thrown John under the bus so many times for so many different things that any litigation, that whether it's about something like this, whether it's about them promising to sue on behalf of a child. It's like, she said quite a few things. You going to sue her too?
I like what the oddballs here says. Never thought I'd hear Tug say, I am not a whore.
I am not a whore. I am a tramp.
Tramp. We need Tramp Tug avatar.
I'm tramptastic.
Tramp Tug. I could see you with like a little hobo bag over your shoulder on a stick.
Oh yes,
that's perfect. All right, you're number 3.
Okay. Again, we do not live in filth. Oat or that's an or oat garbage dump. Oot. Maybe that's. Oh wait. No, I got it. It's Canadian. Oot. That's what it is.
But wait, she told the Fish and Wildlife guy that it was this place used to be a garbage dump. Her own words.
An actual garbage dump. So
I need to change my avatar to Beggin' Megan. I'm begging for a washing machine tonight, guys. Begging for a washing machine. And no, guys, I can't buy a new one. I need the one that uses all the water. I need all the water before the federal regulations screwed it.
I'm telling you, one of you mofos better not send a washing machine into my P.O. box.
If you send one, he will not be signing for that.
No. I'll be like, I don't know what that is.
He
I'll be
can
like,
send
well,
me small things, folks, not washing machines. Actually, today I covered the Maya Kowalski earlier in the day. I was live with Maya Kowalski's appellate oral arguments, which were amazing. Any of you who missed it need to go back and watch the replay. Very, very interesting. And one of the chat was like, hey, I'm right over the border in Canada and I do used appliances. Maybe I can hook you up. And I'm like, huh, that's not that far. I could drive to Canada. It's really, I'm only like an hour and a half away from Niagara. So there are options. My sister's the one who told me, she was like, you need to buy an old Kenmore like I have for used, like from 1990 something. They work. No computers, no more computers. I'm raging against the machine. So just saying. All right. You did number 3. I'm on number 4. I do not and have not ever beat my baby daughter. Shame on you, Jeremy.
What in the world?
Well, I think that probably is in response to Jeremy reporting that people around town had seen her hit the child in and around the head, on and around the head. But then we have Lynette's own words on a 911 call where she threatens the child that she's going to spank her in the mouth. If you don't know this, the mouth is on the head. If you're not aware, the mouth resides on the human head.
Oh my God, that's perfect. Oh my God, you want to see something funny?
Yes. What did you do? I knew you were grokking. I knew it. I could tell. I heard you typing and I was like,
look at that one. I'm a trim.
You're I'm a tramp, not a whore. Is that what it says?
It's what it says.
Oh, you need to make that T-shirt right away.
Oh my God.
Right away. I'm a tramp, not a whore.
I love
Dang,
it.
why do you have all the good merch ideas? Damn.
Oh, I love that one. Oh, that's beautiful.
I also like that the umbrella is almost like a hat, like a beret.
Yeah.
Like your face could be under there. You just have your chin tilted down. Like I kind of like that.
Some of the weird, man, they did the weirdest. Man. I always get it like one halfway, but I get something like this. It's like, what is going on with that? Look, he's got a half tie with the words.
And the words are going over it. Like it got stamped on.
Then you get some weird like mask under it.
Why is he wearing a mask?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't. These are all with this. It's all the same. Look at his finger. Look at that weird ass finger. Holy! Look at the fingers on that one.
I like that Debbie Childers has weighed in here. She says, I can attest to that. The mouth is on the head. If you didn't know, the mouth is on the head, the human head. Yes. Correct.
That's amazing. Oh man, I'm glad I tuned in tonight. Otherwise, I was like, man, should I arrive? And I was like, well, I might learn something interesting. There's always factoids here that I learn.
And tonight you learned a big one. The mouth is on the head. Your next one is a doozy. Are you ready for it? Because this is what we all came here for.
Oh, I'm feeling it. Okay, I'm feeling it.
I don't know if we should show it yet. I feel like we need to increase the drama around it. Shall I talk about my hair for a minute while we wait for number 5? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, rage against the washing machine, Jinx. That's right. I'm raging against the washing machine. All right, Tug, hit it. This one is the bomb diggity here.
I'm gonna say, oh man.
You're gonna have to say S offender.
I'm gonna say SO. Okay. John is not an SO or a PDF file. And then it gets louder. Oh my God, than her normal. But I find it funny. You hang out with men that are. What?
He
and
does?
you yourself are disgusting towards children. Mainly, there we go. Mainly focusing on little girls. Well, gross, man. I don't even want to say that.
You insisted on taking the odd numbers.
This is a really odd number right here. Gross.
How would you characterize this statement, Tug?
I would characterize that as wow. Like first of all, bombshell for sure, because we were told this does not exist. There is no proof that she had ever called him, well, any kind of a PDF file. I mean, again, she says he's not, but it is weird though to say that somebody isn't something, but usually that's not the way I would approach that.
Can we say defamation? Yes, and it's proof that there are posts online. And again, please look. Admin Lynette Preston, August of 2023, admin of, and you can see it behind Jeremy's writing, Otter Creek Friends and Neighbors. Now, by the way, I have interesting news about Otter Creek Friends and Neighbors. It is completely deleted. It has been deleted, the entire page.
Oh, has it?
And here's what's interesting about that. So now we have this proof that this was there. And Jeremy has testified multiple times that everything she posted there was defamatory. Almost everything was defamatory, just like this. And she has deleted the entire page, and she had an order to preserve the evidence. And she didn't. Now, because she deleted the entire page, the jury is going to be given an instruction that they may take a negative inference from any evidence that she deleted. And they may consider that whatever was on that page is harmful to the plaintiff. How do you like them apples?
It's wild that she was just like, haha, I can delete whatever I want. You know?
Well, she was doing during the deposition. Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, we saw that on when she had that freaking tablet up. Oh, yeah. That'll make, again, all of that stuff, it's that all makes for very good viewing. It's all admissible. Again, they'll fight tooth and nail to try to keep certain things out, but you can make a good argument for all of that being admissible, because again, she's gone on record and changed her story multiple times. You actually have video of her saying things. Good luck with that one.
Yeah, this is a real problem, because just like pleading the fifth in a civil case, when you're the plaintiff, the jury can take a negative inference, or the judge can take a negative inference from that. It's the same. If we know that you deleted the whole page that Jeremy Hales said was defamatory, and you deleted it, and here we have at least one statement calling him exactly what he said you called him, the jury can take a negative inference from the deletion of the whole thing. She's screwed with this. Absolutely screwed.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with you, Kevin. Pecuniary. Tug, say it right now.
Pincushiony?
What is this word? What's this word?
Pincushiony.
Oh, you're such a liar.
What is that? How you say that?
You're lying. You're lying to me. I heard you say it like I heard you say it like 5 times.
I plead the first.
You said it like 5 times the other night without me perfectly. You have been playing this audience for a fool. Chat, he can say pecuniary. He is completely pulling your leg.
No, I have no idea. Like I said, I plead the first. I love that.
So with this little nugget that Jeremy has dropped, I think that it makes the new filing, the counterclaim, absolutely like even worse than it was before. And it also makes all these allegations of, oh, well, he's committed perjury. He brought this case under false pretenses, not in good faith. Yeah, that's where's my sad trombone? Where is it? Yeah, come on now. All right. So I was thinking, Tug. We've had all these new filings, the flurry of paper terrorism, the paper bombing of the court. And in them, I've been kind of this is the way my mind works. I've been stewing over them for a couple of days in my head. I've just been like, all of these allegations that BBB is making. And, he's saying that Jeremy made more money and no one has left and no one has his customers are not running and his channel is growing. What occurred to me, I was going back over some old stuff, including Lynette Preston's deposition. Oh yeah.
My child just fell down.
That one. And I found something very interesting, Tug. And I thought, this is all Bruce's fault, by the way. The fact that I went back to that deposition, and I'm going to play it again tonight, some of it, is because of the motions that he put in. So he can complain all day long about us showing this deposition, but it proves that the things he is now writing, she has contradicted. And there's a very interesting part. I'm going to pull it up. Let's see.
It's so strange that, this tells you how dysfunctional the court system is, though. How long it takes you just to even be able to show something. You have proof, undeniable proof that these people are lying, and you've got to fight tooth and nail just to get in there and show it to anyone.
Yeah, it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Well, that whole idea that you're able to go in and face your accusers, I'm sure. I mean, that's something people talk about all the time. I have the right to face my accuser. What, do you really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so I know that this is going to make the haters very angry because I think Bruce thought that he scared me off of showing any more of this deposition by his constant whining to people about the yoga. Now, you won't be able to tell whether I'm doing yoga or not because the camera is off. But I may do a few stretches here and there.
I'm totally doing yoga.
Breathe it. Now, remember, folks, you want to protect your energy space before we put this on the screen. This is very negative. You're going to be bombarded with negative energy. And I would encourage you to cleanse the space around you and think good thoughts, hold your rosary, burn some sage, whatever you have to do to protect the energy space around you. But we're going to do this. And in the beginning of this, there is a moment where I hope you all gasp. And I think you will.
Yeah, that's going to be.
Time is 11:51 a.m. We are on the record.
Okay.
By the way, Tug, you have control over this. You can pause it whenever you want.
Oh,
Okay, Ms. Preston. All right. Then you wrote, see attached statements. I can't read this right. They enclosed also a few. I've enclosed also a few comments from his fans, clearly showing they do know who he's talking about. What do you mean by that?
He says we've told you about them before. And that's how he tells them that he's talking about me.
How? How does he tell them?
He says the bad neighbors. Everybody knows who the bad neighbors are. That's us.
Okay. All right.
That's where our whole Bruce thing comes from. The bad neighbor storyline. We see it. Yeah, it's fascinating. And she's like, I'm the bad neighbors.
I like how she just admits it. That's us.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the bad neighbors.
Well, you think about good neighbors you've had before, right? I mean, you can picture a few, yeah? No,
oh, yeah, I've had some great ones.
Does anything in this make you think, yeah, good neighbor?
No, nothing about it. Especially the constant screaming. Oh, God. I can't imagine. And in every video we've seen of her, whether it's police body cam, fish and wildlife, 911 calls, anything, she's constantly screaming, which is why I needed to burn sage when we were doing it last time because I can't take the constant bombardment of negativity. I don't know who could. I really don't.
Well, you know, it's fascinating that they've apparently had problems with other neighbors too. You know, that was one of the things I learned from not just, I'm not even talking about Northport, all of that. I'm talking about here, you know, when we listened to other calls, you know, the one that Shara was like, the smacked in the mouth thing. You know, that one. It's like, wait a minute, which is fascinating to me. They built a privacy fence and said, well, we don't have problems with our other neighbors. That's why they only had part of it there. You know, we saw that in that police report.
But wait, didn't she call the cops and said that they were putting poop in the fence post holes? The other neighbors?
So that's, I got thinking about that. You know, that one report that Shara put up, I was like, I don't think those neighbors like you either. You know,
yeah, I don't, and none of her neighbors liked her. Like the Northport people didn't like them either. And that was way before Jeremy Hales. Like nobody. And I've got a bunch of police reports, by the way, that I haven't even gone over yet. I've got a ton of them from Northport, that are about people calling the cops on her for noise complaints and this or that. And they had this big feud with neighbors there. And they had like trespass orders between them. And I guess they got trespass orders against the neighbor. Like they hated their neighbors in Northport too. I mean, at some point you have to look at yourself and be like, maybe I'm the problem.
Oh, but see, they can't do that though. That's one thing they will never, ever do. They will never take the blame for any problems that happen. I mean, they've proven that because every place they've been at, it's always other people, you know?
But if you live in a place and then you go to another place and then another place after that, and everywhere you go, your neighbors hate you, it's you. I'm just saying, it's you.
So he's called you a bad
The
neighbor.
only neighbors he's got.
Jeremy has called you a bad neighbor, right?
Yep. Called me a lot of things.
And he said, and then he wrote, he says Lynette once and Michelle once, and talks about moles, which she calls us. What do you mean by that?
He on his videos he calls us the moles, and on his Facebook community page he calls us the moles. And he now lives in the mole hole. His school is the mole hole or something.
So are you able to view his Facebook pages?
Nope.
No?
Blocked.
So how do you know that he calls you moles on Facebook?
Because they've been sent to me. Everybody sends.
So you're stalking him through third parties. Is that correct?
Indeed.
So he blocked her so she can't see his posts, but she gets around it by using third parties. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, she's been admitting this for a long time too, and continually admitting it, still admitting it. I mean, she's got, look at what happens with a PR team, third parties, spying through cameras. They're doing the dirty work for her. I mean, it's just wild stuff.
And by the way, everything in this deposition is admissible in the federal trial.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It'd be weird, by the way. We were talking about accusations, you know, about the PDFile stuff. It would be really weird if there were, say, I don't know, videos that were very current with someone like, I'm just throwing out an example here, maybe John Cook, that would be a good one, saying that Jeremy wants to peek over their fence because he likes to take pictures of little girls. That would be really weird if there was a video like that sitting out there and somebody has already archived it.
It would be. I feel like I've seen a video like that.
Oh, yeah, I think you know, but I mean, I don't know.
And by the way, I believe if there is a video like that out there, I believe that the date of it is after the protective order.
Indeed. Indeed. You know, it's kind of strange that that somebody would just keep doing this stuff. You know, we talk about like this post. Hey, look at the date on that post. You know, it's from 2023. Look, they're saying that down. Well, they haven't stopped. They never stopped. They still talk about that to this day. They use children like a bludgeon.
And they have their third parties doing all their dirty work now.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
It's
But
just-
this isn't even the part, though. This isn't even the
yeah.
part. We're not even there yet of the, oh my God.
Oh, man. I can't
It's
wait.
coming, though. It's coming soon.
I can't wait.
Phrasing.
Them to me. He has a lot of people that are not his fans anymore that send me things. I get miscellaneous stuff sent to me all the time,
When
telling
do you
me
mean-
people
when
are
you say mis-
sorry.
When you say, what are some of these miscellaneous texts saying?
Some of them send me the memes, the nasty things like John dressed up like a pig in front of our property. That Jeremy posts on What the Hales on the Facebook, with the nasty comments. And then they will say, I also get messages that tell me, we were fans, we're no longer fans.
Oh,
Whoa, baby.
oh, there it is. Did you hear?
That is a man. So I thought that they didn't have any impact whatsoever on people that were, that were supporters, those members and stuff. I thought that was just happening somehow because of whatever excuse they use, but totally not them. Fascinating that they're saying, oh, yeah, people are writing us and telling us because of us. Okay, that's a nice admission.
Thought that her attorney, her very smart attorney, told a federal judge that there's no evidence that Jeremy Hales has lost any fans. Did you hear what she just said?
Yeah.
Let's back it up.
And then they will say, I also get messages that tell me, we were fans, we're no longer fans. I can't believe that he's doing this to you. I'm so sorry. Please accept our prayers and our thoughts.
So based on the things that she said, there are fans that used to be his fans who are contacting her to say, we're not fans of his anymore because we heard your story.
That's wild. Like you said, I thought that didn't exist, though. I thought that was all a conspiracy, and we were told. Actually, not us. Let me take that back. Like you said, a federal court was told that wasn't true. Huh? Weird.
Yes, I was told that there were no fans who stopped and that he couldn't prove it. It's interesting. I think somebody needs to ask Lynette for those messages from the fans who said they are no longer fans.
Oh, that would be very interesting. Yes, she is the best lawyer that Jeremy Hales could ever hire.
I mean, isn't this something? So her own words, this is how I would play it. I would put her when they put up their, whatever baloney and say that you were never affected by any of this. None of your fans left. I would play this part of a deposition to the jury. And then I would make her explain it. So when you say that people who were his fans contacted you, were you lying then or are you lying now?
Yeah.
This is
I would love
classic.
actually her messages too. And if she denies having any messages like that, well, that's a problem for her as well, because
Yeah, were you lying then or are you
Yeah.
lying now? What else do you think we might find in here?
oh my God, these DEPA are gold mine. But that's what I keep telling people. Like Ohio, like we need to go back.
We
and
have to go
need
back.
examine
We have
all
to
of
go
it.
back.
Yes,
We-
because we have a new frame of reference. We see the counterclaims. We also, would it surprise you? Well, I'm gonna be vague about this. Okay. Let me just say, would it surprise anybody to know that more emails are being sent out by a certain someone promising the biggest lawsuit we've ever seen, talking about Randy being a scumbag and all kinds of other things? Would it surprise you that
It maybe doesn't surprise me, but it sure does sicken me because I've never seen anybody act like this before ever in my whole life.
Daddy tugs on that case. Babies.
Daddy Tug.
I'm-
Believe it.
Oh yeah, it's wild. I mean, this guy, like his plan is to try to set up again the biggest cyber stalking case the world has ever seen, and he plans on filing it for all three parties he's mentioned. LP,
God.
JC, and that is going to be amazing because what that is going to do is open everything up for discussion. Oh, why do you think people might be contacting there? Do you think that, there's no reason that anyone would have any kind of concern? Oh, really? Okay, well, let's talk about this message here, for example. And the lawyer. Who's the lawyer that said that this message was real? Oh, it's you, buddy. It's you. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
We
Crazy.
get lots of messages. I also get
Oh,
hate
lots of them.
messages.
She
Lots
said
of
she got
messages.
lots of them.
Lots of
I
man. That
want
right
those
there.
messages.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
yeah.
want those messages. Did she keep those messages? Those messages should be turned over to the court for discovery. They have until the 19th, I think. Or the 17th. Maybe it's the 17th.
Random question. What are the little stick, the cane that pimps walk around with? Do they have a name for that, or is it
The
just
pimp
a cane?
stick?
Is it just
Pimp
a
stick? I don't
a
know.
pimp stick? Is that all it is?
I don't know.
I was putting in the command. He has a fur coat draped over his shoulders, like
You're
in the image of a
still
pimp.
making Avatar.
Of course I am. I do that the whole time.
This is what
Brian.
Tug does every time it's my night.
Yeah.
Whenever it's my night, he's
I
grokking.
love not having to control everything because I can
I
sit
know.
here, I can just listen and comment, and I've got Grok pulled up on one side of the screen, and I've got this pulled up on the other, and I'm like, oh man, So apologies for any clicking. I do need a quieter mouse. I will probably invest in one, but
I
aside
don't
from
mind.
that,
I know the clicking mouse lets me know you're awake.
I'm always worried.
I know you're
I'm
still
either
there.
doing this, or sometimes I will be fielding questions and looking for research. Like I
It's true.
find out things. People are always contacting, and they're always dishing out.
Okay,
some
the chat
goodness.
says pimp stick, pimp cane.
Okay,
Try
let's
pimp
see.
cane.
Okay, I will also, let's see. He is also holding a pimp cane in his hands. Let's see.
Oh,
what he does.
God.
Pimp cane. All right.
How did that work out for you?
No, it's still generating. We'll see.
All right,
generate
let's see what
4
else
of
we
them.
can find out in
Okay.
this idiocy.
You should die. You should lose your child. You should go to jail.
Well, we'll get into that.
We don't leave our
Look.
property. We don't need to be, no one needs to be saying anything to us. We're not doing anything to Mr. Hales. I actually liked Mr. Hales in the beginning. Not no more.
Well, we're going to get to that. But right now we're talking about
We're gonna get to
we're
that
going to talk
too.
about this filing that you made at the court. So
When John gets here, sir, I'm going to ask for a break because I need to call the sheriff's department and let them know that you're not going to let us off to show up at their department because this was a real investigation.
ma'am, we're not, this deposition is going to go forward day to day. Like the notice says, until we're finished. So we're not going to take any breaks without phone calls. This is not the time. We'll take breaks.
If I don't show up at the sheriff's department, I'll get arrested.
Ma'am, I'm not excusing you from this deposition to do anything other than take a break. You may take a meal break, but this is a court day. I told you at the beginning, a deposition is a court proceeding.
That's all I said was I'm going to have a break to call them and tell them that I'm not going to be allowed to come in there.
Then you need to do that when we take a regular break, like a bathroom break.
That's what I just, okay. Oh,
You could have
whatever,
done
sir.
you could have done it in the last 10 minutes, but you didn't do it.
I
So-
can't. You're on my phone. You told me I could not leave the phone.
Ma'am, when we take a
It's so
break
crazy.
for a meal, which we will may or may not do, you can do whatever you want. And You can
You
hang up
just
again.
told me that I could not leave the screen. I had to leave it open.
I think you can make a phone call. You just testified that you were receiving a phone call during this deposition, which means you can make a phone call and still stay on Zoom.
No, I would have had to have ended Zoom to answer the call.
That doesn't end Zoom. That doesn't end Zoom.
Oh my God. Yes,
you
it
ever
would
get
have
dis-
been. Okay.
If you
Okay.
ever get disconnected,
Whatever, sir.
if you ever
Whatever,
get
sir.
disconnected, you need to come back in. I'll text you to get back in. So, okay, let's go back to this. And this is now a part of this. This is page 3. This is 47 pages that you filed January 2nd. Correct? 47 pages, right?
I have no clue. I didn't count them.
And some of it's handwritten, some of it's typed. So this part starts with I, Lynette Preston, do swear.
Hey, Megan, let me say this, by the way. You have over 4,000 people here.
Fantastic.
Yes. So let's chill real fast. If you like this content and you want Megan to be able to be clean, you've seen like she takes pride in her hair. Well, her machine is broken now. If you want her to be able to wash her clothes and not, well, smell like Otter Creek. No, I'm just. If you don't want her washing her clothes in a blue bucket, then consider.
Right, that's right.
Yes,
That's right. Right
consider
now, my
sharing.
options. No, you're gonna laugh. I actually have a white bucket in my bathroom right now that I'm hand washing stuff in that I don't want to take to the laundromat. I am doing hand washing in a bucket right now.
Oh, but for
Yep.
real, I'm going to shield for 1 second. Here, share this for sure. Tell people we're on. That's big golden stuff. You need to see this stuff. Tell them there. Tell them to like. You like to. Make sure you hit that like button. It's free. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you'd like to go further, man, I don't know how breadsticks and a washing machine come together, but if you could make them come together, that would be awesome. All right, continuing there. But I did want to show for you for a second.
Thank you.
4,000,
I
that's
appreciate that.
Mhm.
I appreciate. Make sure you hit that like button too and subscribe. You know, the subscriptions, they're on the way up. They're ticking slowly up. We're trying to get to that 75,000 mark. That is my next goal, and I think we can do it.
Heck yeah.
And it goes on for 2 pages. Did you type this out as well?
I didn't type it. I spoke into my phone, and it went on Word, and
Into
then I
my
printed it.
what?
And then you brought it
Her
into the
Google.
courthouse with you?
She told Google
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
All right.
I thought she was
I
going to
told-
my
Says that-
Google. I was like,
She's
what?
like, I
What
told the
now?
googly mooglies via the internets. I told the Googles, the googlies. I
I
told
thought
the
it was a new
Googles.
nickname, like, hoo-ha or something. You're Googar. I was like, wait, when you told
Googa.
you what now? You know, and what do you say?
By the way, are you complaining anything about Martha Risk? Are you complaining that she's doing something to you? Is she cyber
is.
stalking you too?
Yes, she is, and I am filing against her.
Is there anybody
Absolutely.
else? Is there anybody else you're going to file against related to this case?
Not that I know of. Not yet. I mean,
That's fine.
the only other one would be Diana West, because she films us as well for him.
And when did she start filming you?
She's been filming us the whole time.
When you say the whole time, what do you mean?
She's been filming us ever since he employed her. She films us almost every day.
Okay. And how has that been going on how long? A year?
Amanda,
However long she's
you know the googlies, cousins of the polyflops.
A googly a day keeps the polyflops away. Oh, man.
been working for him. I don't know.
How long has she been filming you?
Oh my God, I just answered that question. As long as she's been employed by Jeremy Hales.
That doesn't answer the question. Do you know how long she's
I do
working?
not know how long she's been filming me, but we have cameras. I see her every day go by, and you can tell she's filming because you can see she's filming. We also see her when we're outside filming us driving by.
All right. And you're going to file a cyber stalking petition against her too?
No, I didn't say that. I
Well,
said I am on Martha Risk. Yes.
Okay, and I asked you anyone else, and you gave us other names.
I don't, and I said I might. I don't know. I probably not. Diana West, probably not.
Okay,
But Martha Riz, yes.
understood.
She
Okay.
does the same thing that he does with
Okay,
him
wait,
straight away.
Someone in the chat just made this observation. Carrie said she is so hostile, it's unbelievable. Well, that would be why her attorney asked for a bench trial.
Mhm.
Imagine sitting on a jury and listening to this.
Yeah,
Yes.
and she's going to be there for a while too. A lot of people, they get used to this idea of I don't know how many people have watched a real trial, versus say something on TV. If you sit down and you watch a real trial, you get somebody up there, you start asking questions, and you keep them there as long as you can. And you're not being an asshole about it, but you are asking them probative questions that the answers to, things they've locked in lies on, and they're going to get very uncomfortable. She and John Cook became very hostile just over basic questions, like a nothing, a
Very
nothing burger at
hostile.
all.
And pay attention. I want you guys to pay close attention to Randy's demeanor, to Randy Shockett's demeanor. And you tell me, chat, if there's anything you hear in here where you think Randy Shockett is being unreasonable, if he's lost his patience. I want you to be very critical of Randy Shockett, because I have listened to this multiple times, and I cannot find one instance of the things that her attorney has accused him of doing. I can't find it. Maybe you will find it. Maybe you will find a moment where it sounds like Randy Shockett is taking advantage of a poor, disabled, pro se litigant and just, being unreasonable, etc. Have you heard Randy even raising his voice in the
the patience of a damn saint in this stuff, in my opinion?
I know,
just
and
to be
he
honest.
also walks her through many things, like trying to explain to her, no, Miss Preston, no, we can't do it that way because we're scheduled for this. So no, you can't go to your sheriff's appointment or whatever it is, because that's not the way the court works. He's not being unprofessional.
He has every right to just absolutely demolish her if he felt like it. And he didn't. I mean, he treated her with a lot of kindness, and she definitely did not return that. And remember, again,
reciprocate that. Well, do I have to remind you of this moment?
You are not a nice person.
Directed at Randy.
No, people need to remember too, one thing that gets lost in this is she brought this litigation. This is hers. So them talking about how awful and monstrous, man, you have the right to go in and defend yourself.
And imagine in a trial situation. We've seen her in the deposition, how she responds to Randy. She might do well with her attorney questioning her for a little while. She'd probably be nice and sweet. But the second Randy gets up to question her, you're going to get this. She would not be able to help herself. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's why they want a bench trial.
Oh, yeah.
Just try to picture in your mind, like being in the jury right now and listening to this.
Okay. All right. So
Long pause, man.
you already
Yeah,
hear
for a minute there, I thought, did I
there
actually
shouldn't
hit
be
the
any
pause
videos
button?
of court, but they hide cameras in his shirt, and the people that come with them
Oh my
video
God,
the hearings.
hide cameras thing. I forgot about that.
What are you
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about? I've been in that court. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What are you talking
Why
about?
shouldn't there be any? Why did you tell?
Because I do know that one day two women were sitting in the back of the court filming.
There's no question. There's no question pending. Let me ask you. You also interrupted me. Let's try it again. Let me get a question, even if you know what the question is going to be.
You did have.
Let it. They're making a record. You need to let me finish my question. Then you can answer.
Wait.
So here's my question. Why would you write to the court a statement that says there shouldn't be any videos of court? What does that mean? Why shouldn't there be any videos of court?
Because I thought that you were not allowed to film in the courtroom.
But do you know the court provides the videos, right?
I know that now. that the court provides
Oh,
videos.
no.
But I was under the assumption that people cannot film in the courtroom.
When did you?
And I had to
when did
ask
you-
the bailiffs that after the last hearing.
When did you learn that the court provides videos and that videos are
When
allowed?
when he started putting them online.
How did you learn that he was putting the court videos online?
Because, like I said, 10 million people message me and tell me that, oh my
10
God,
million.
he put the
10 million people
court
are
videos
messaging.
online. John, if you're coming in, you need to go into the bedroom with the baby and watch her. She's been getting into everything. Oh, this
Okay, and that's terrifying knowing what we know now. What is
Yep.
everything? We have seen police photographs of inside that camper of firearms,
Yes, of the yo pew pews. Yep.
loaded firearms, and ammunition laying around right next to the child's toys. So now I'm wondering, there was a moment in this deposition, I don't know where it is, if it was in the first part or the second part, where she's yelling at the kid and saying, no, 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 that's a big girl toy. That's not for little girls. And she takes something away from her. What was that?
It's just frightening. All of it's frightening when you oh my God. And PSA, do not contact anyone associated with this. Do not contact any agencies or entities. It will not help anything at all. So do not do it. Thank you.
No, it will not.
is going to be all day. He said, we're not allowed to talk to the detectives. You need to go call the sheriff's department. They've called me twice and I couldn't answer the phone.
Ma'am, we're not having a conversation. Please have Mr. Cook leave the room. He's a witness. He has no business in part of this
That's
deposition.
right. 100%. He is a witness.
Mm-hmm. He's not supposed to be witnessing her deposition, right?
Yeah,
You're
to
supposed to separate the witnesses.
Allowing this whatsoever, that is so wrong. There are a million
total shit
problems
show.
that came up. Yeah, I mean, you should have had the judge just stomping all over this, but as we find out from judges, they love to give leeway to people that, well,
don't
they
deserve
shouldn't.
it, that they
Yeah.
really shouldn't. And it's all because of judicial temperament, right? So there's this thing called judicial temperament. And good judges, have a good judicial temperament, but some of them take it really far, like too far. Like in the interest of having this good judicial temperament and not being seen as biased or not being seen as too harsh, they just never do anything about anything. And that is not a way to go either. That's just as bad as being biased, if you ask me. You have to have a fair comportment, right? And that means calling out bad behavior when you see it, no matter who's doing it.
They have to control their court. That's the thing. They're supposed to not only hear a case, but they're supposed to control this other stuff and make sure that the people are abiding by the laws. And they certainly weren't. I mean, in this case was far, far worse than I think most people. Like when you hear people say, oh, the judge is not being fair here, a lot of people dismiss it. It's kind of like saying a referee didn't call a play that you like or something. No, people dismiss it. They're like, yeah, right. Okay, well, remember, there was an appeals court that agreed with this, that this
right.
judge was a garbage wreck.
Yep. And the only time we hear Randy raise his voice is when she won't stop talking and she keeps interrupting him. And he's all, wait, stop. I didn't finish the question.
Yep.
He just got home. I had
Please
to
let him
tell
leave the
him
room. We're not having a conversation that we're
he
recording.
has left the room.
Thank you. Let's go back to the question.
Oh my
again.
God,
When
I
did
just
you-
heard him. He did not leave the room. Did you hear him? And her eyes just darted over to him when she
Back that up and
said-
show it again. Just
when
show
she
that a
said
little bit.
he left the room. Watch her eyes and listen for the sound for John's voice.
He just got home. I had
Please
to
let him
tell
leave the room.
him
We're not having a conversation that we're
he
recording.
has left the room.
Watch her eyes.
Thank you. Let's go back to the question again. When
Did you hear it?
first
Yep.
Look,
Yeah.
and now she's looking at him. Look at.
Yep.
learn? You said
It's so
people
insane.
texted you,
though.
millions of
that-
people. Did you really mean that, ma'am? Millions of people?
A lot. Okay.
She was looking right at him, and you could
Yep.
see the reflection in her glasses too, that there's a person there.
Excuse me, a lot of people messaged me and told me that the people were, that he was putting the videos online.
For us, and for the record, right now, tell me the names of people who told you to watch his
I
videos.
plead the fifth. I am not making people targets. I refuse. I plead the fifth.
Can you tell me the name of one person?
No,
Just one?
no, I will not make people targets of Mr. Hales. I will not. He's
So-
already doxed. He had a list of my witnesses and he doxed every one of them. Every person that wrote a letter of support for me to the judge.
Wait, you know what she's talking about? She's talking about those letters of support for that's called, yeah, you have to disclose all that to the opposing party. He didn't dox anybody. It's public record. When people make when they write letters on your behalf, that becomes part of the public record. Jeremy Hales didn't dox anybody. Those records right now, if I get them from the court, all of those letters will be there with all of their names. They are not redacted. Now, when we went over those letters, we did redact them because YouTube is weird. Even though it's a public record, they would, somebody could complain. So we did redact them, but it's in the public record. It's not redacted. So no, he didn't do that.
We try to be nice about redaction. I mean, we go overboard sometimes. We don't. The redactions that we do, we don't have to do. These are all public documents. So when we pull up a court document and we pull out a name or something, again, we don't have to do that. We do it for, again, platform someone. But also, I mean, we try to be nice. We go a lot nicer than a lot of these weirdos out there for sure.
Oh yeah, people who aren't really involved in this case. Somebody who just sent a letter on her behalf. Like, I'm not interested in putting their name out there like that. There's no point. What's the point?
He doxed them.
Why are you yelling?
Because I'm terrified of what's going to happen to these people.
You don't sound terrified, though. You sound angry. That's not terrified. That tone of voice is pissed.
Hey,
I'll be right back. I gotta
so you're
kick
not
you.
going to give
Sure.
us any information about these people who told you to watch Jeremy Hales' videos, right?
Right.
Okay.
From now on, I guess I need to plead the fifth because I'm not going to incriminate anyone or myself.
But when I ask you a question, you take the fifth. And I ask you a different question and you don't take the fifth. You can't say, I'm taking the fifth every question.
Who
It's
is
either
she
you say the
talking
fifth or every
to?
question.
Who is she talking to? Wait. Who is she talking to? It was right here.
Okay.
From now on, I guess I need to plead the fifth because I'm not going to incriminate anyone or
Watch
myself.
her talk to somebody off the right side of the screen now.
But when I ask you a question, you take the fifth. And I ask you a different question and you don't take the fifth. You can't say, I'm taking the fifth every question. It's either you say the fifth for every question or you don't. You said before you want to take it for the quick.
Now she's texting someone.
Basis. Are you now saying that you don't?
Now she's texting. So first she's motioning to someone off to the right. Now she's texting someone.
This
Now
is
she's
so
getting
bizarre,
up.
man.
Now
I've
she's-
never seen anything like this.
Imagine a jury watching
I want
this.
to every question I ask, you're just going to take the fifth?
Look, she's texting right now.
Yeah,
Literally
that's
texting.
crazy, man.
She's ignoring Randy. She's writing a sign. Look at this.
I will. I guess.
She's writing it on a notebook. John, get away from the window.
If you're telling
This
me
is
I have
so
to do
weird.
it question by question,
I'm not telling you to do.
Do
I
it.
am not telling you that.
Oh.
I'm not giving you any legal advice.
She's
I'm
still
just asking
talking to him.
you that when you say from now on, I'm taking the fifth. Does that mean? And it's okay. It's your right. I'm not
Wait.
giving you advice either way. I just want to know what you're exercising your right. Which questions? You
Is she
said
texting
before
on John's
You'll do
phone?
it on a question by question.
No, so she's writing on a notebook. She's writing on a piece of paper. She is communicating with John right now. Every
Hmm.
time her head leaves the
But
screen.
you know, later on when she's using like a notebook, you know, she's actually
tablet?
messaging with somebody. A tablet. That's what it
Yeah,
was. Yeah, I
she's
couldn't
got a
remember.
tablet.
Yeah, I forgot what that was.
It's a
I
freaking
was
free tablet, man. I don't know if it was the free one or not, but I mean, this is so insane. I'm sorry, but this is the craziest deposition I've ever seen in my whole life.
this right here, like the people who make freaking videos of depots, none of them have found this one yet, because if they did, holy God.
Oh, it could go so viral, and it should, because it's hilarious. And
That's why they hate it, because it's freaking, you know, they're like, oh, you're embarrassed. No, you embarrass yourself. Oh, my God. And this is, again, her case. She brought this. She decided to go pro se. That was her choice, you know.
Yes, it was her choice. And they're trying to say she begged for a lawyer. No, all she had to do was pay one. And she didn't do that. She did not hire a lawyer. Plus, this was the second deposition. The first one she didn't show up for. She had 3 months to hire a lawyer. It is absolute garbage that she just couldn't get one in time. She had 3 months to hire a lawyer to represent her at this deposition. She didn't do it. She didn't do it. And then now she's breaking all of the rules. And by the way, this deposition is really valuable, and it's very valuable to law schools. Every law school out there should be using this deposition to teach their lawyers how to prep their clients on what not to do in a deposition, right?
Indeed. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is very valuable stuff. This is a teaching device. This is educational. If you want to know how to behave in a deposition, just watch this one and then do the opposite.
Basis. Now you just said, from now on, I'm taking the fifth. Does that mean?
When you ask me questions about names of people that could be hurt, I will plead the fifth. I'm not going to incriminate anyone else in anything.
I've never asked you a question to give me names of people who are going to be hurt.
They will be hurt if I give you their name. Sir, I provided letters to the court of references, people that supported me, and every one of those people were doxxed. Their names, their addresses, their phone numbers, and their email addresses, and even their neighbors.
So
were
you've already
doxxed
given
by Mr. Hales.
Wait a minute. So you've already given their names of the people. Are those the people that send you these messages to watch his videos that you've given to the court?
Some of them. That's all I'm going to say.
Which ones?
Some of them. So there's more. Thank you.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
She's supposed to turn all that over, by the way. She was asked for communications and everything else. So, yeah.
Alex, my cousin, she's in the chat. This is my cousin, my favorite cousin. She's my ride or die. She says, does she need to scream? Alex, actually, we're not sure if it's a biological need or imperative that she has.
Or it's much like the shark stopping the swim, you know.
Right. If she stops screaming, she falls over dead. Just like a shark stops
Every time
swimming.
she talks normal, a turtle loses its balance and falls over. That's what happens. We've seen evidence. It's bad. Or, you know, a chicken or a rooster.
Turtle rolls over and gets stuck
digs a hole.
down.
It digs a hole. Or a chicken or a rooster starts going bald. You know? Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you never knew she was doing it's a freaking public service.
Public service
She's
to the
amazing.
tortoise community.
Do any of these people contact you by phone? When I say these people, I mean the people that...
Those of you who don't know Alex. Alex is absolutely my cousin. She's my first cousin. She's my
What up,
father's
cuz?
she's my father's sister's daughter, and I love her very much. And she has only followed the Laura Owens case. Alex, nothing would make me happier than have you get into this case because your
Oh my
comments are
God.
always so great. But if you have to know something about Alex, she is very good at fashion and design and all things beauty and all things beautiful and good. If you want good advice about how to design something or what to wear or what, you know, she knows all of this. So this criticism coming from her burns a little. The pigtails are a lot. Alex, you crack me up. By the way, Alex was my professional photographer at the Owens v. Eckerd court case. You can all
you
thank
took
her.
great pictures, man. That was awesome. Props
Didn't
to
she?
you. Yes.
That was her first experience as a photographer, and she did an amazing job.
Those are great. I have to give you props for that.
I know. They were so good. Yes. Anyone, if you need design advice, fashion advice, makeup advice, skincare advice, ask Alex. Alex, you should have an entire YouTube channel called Ask Alex. You would be hilarious, by the way.
You about the videos to watch Jeremy Hale's videos that you're complaining about. Do they text you
Oh
by
my
phone?
God. Who said this?
I plead the fifth.
Loser said Pippi Longstocker.
Pippi Longstocker. That's amazing.
Oh my God. It's so good. It's so good.
That's all amazing.
Do they write you emails?
I plead the fifth.
Stalker. Shit. Oh my God.
Do you
That just hit
know
me a little bit more.
I know. It's so good.
if
Pippi Longstocker.
they watch Jeremy Hale's
It's like
videos?
it's an embedded joke. It goes deeper than you first hear
Yeah.
it. I mean-
It hits in waves. It's beautiful.
That was beautiful. Pippi Longstocker.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. One moment.
Alex, by the way, she's pleading the fifth in a case she brought.
Yeah. What if anybody could build me a decoder ring, you know, that decodes like glue sniffer or something? I kind of need it in this case. Whew, man.
She's talking to someone else again. She's talking to someone off camera. She's talking to John. I can see him in her glasses. Look at her glasses.
All right, man.
That's
Sorry,
wild.
I think my video back here.
Look at that. That is,
He's
flagrant.
right there. He's right there.
That is so damn flagrant, too.
Oh my God. She's like mouthing, and Randy wasn't
Harley, honey,
watching.
calm down. No. You go
Okay.
back. I do not want you on film, on video. Please. Go back.
You know what's wild is she was saying John was going
All
to
right,
watch
ma'am.
the
Next
kid or
question.
whatever, and yet they're on different sides of the freaking room, you know, or wherever. He's outside or by the window. Or,
Yeah, he's outside. Wasn't he supposed to watch her while she was doing
yeah,
this?
that was the whole excuse there. But at the same time, she's told us that she doesn't allow him to be around the kid like that.
Right.
So,
He's not allowed to be with her alone. Yeah.
I can't get my computer to connect.
Yeah. We hear you.
Yes,
I
sir.
see you. Next question. Why did you tell the court that, quote, they hide cameras in his shirt and the people that come with them video the hearings, unquote? Why did you tell that to the court?
Because he's done that before
When?
on videos.
When?
I just saw it on a video.
Okay.
I don't know what video. I don't know where, but he had a little hole in his shirt and he was videotaping something that I don't believe he should have. I don't know what it was.
I don't know what he was taping, but he shouldn't have taped
But he
it.
shouldn't
What?
have been doing it.
Okay.
She's
Patty's
talking to
calling.
John
I
again.
can't answer it.
Oh no, she was getting a call off the screen. Uh-oh, we're flipping.
And then you wrote here, these two are hurting so many
Careful,
people.
take your
Wait a minute.
Dramamine. Take your Dramamine.
Doing this on my phone is going to be hard because people are going to continue to call me.
Alex, no, she's not in the basement. Oh, this is going to be fun explaining this to Alex. She's in a camper on a piece of property that used to be a garbage dump where she has a Turtle Purgatory Tortoise Rescue, and she lives in a shed with a 5-year-old. The
Don't forget
campers
the
are
bathroom. Don't forget the facilities.
oh, right. There's a beautiful outdoor bathroom with a blue bucket compost toilet. And her ex-husband owns this camper and she's in it. And he lives on the property, even though she says he's an abuser. And did I cover everything?
Oh man, well, you scratch part of that surface, yeah.
Oh, and his dead ex-wife is in a bottle in the shed.
Yes,
okay?
yes, that one. Yes, we can't forget that one. Yeah, they keep her like a freaking memento in there, you know.
Okay, man. Then you wrote, these two are hurting so many people.
I can't hear you. Just a minute. I have to see what happened.
Alex,
can you please
Alex? Alex, you're missing out that you didn't pay attention to this one. I'm telling you, you're missing out. Everything.
This is one of the most amazing lawsuits I've ever seen. And actually, there isn't one lawsuit. Just to make this clear, there are multiple cases. Yeah.
There's
and we're promised
lawsuits.
more. And we're promised more. By the way.
And we're supposed to be the defendants in one of them, Alex.
Yes.
Her lawyer is threatening to sue us. He's been threatening to sue us for almost a year.
While telling us to cover the case still.
and the best part is he's going to sue me, he says, because I made a Lego I can't even say this. I made Legos out of Turtle Purgatory. I made a Lego Turtle Purgatory about her property. He says that is what did he say? Defamation of title. Alex says, where is Stephanie? We need Stephanie. Chat, catch her up.
No,
answer her
questions. Not coming through.
Just answer the questions that Alex asks you, chat. She says, I just can't handle the outdoor bathroom. That's a tree.
Yeah. I mean, it's something, you know. So if anybody asks you if you ever want to, visit the visit the blue bucket, just politely decline.
Chat, Stephanie is my sister who's the lawyer. That's what she's saying. We need Stephanie, the lawyer. I have talked to Stephanie a little bit about this case, but she's so busy. She's always in court.
Can you just answer my question?
I can't hear your question. I can't hear you. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong.
Do you also go by Michelle?
Yes, I do. That is my name. That is what I've gone through since birth.
Oh yeah, she has 7 names.
So I'm going to ask the question.
I can't, sir. I cannot hear you very well.
No, gross.
No, I have to hold you up to my ear to hear
not
what you think is wrong. Can you please check your mic?
Not the ear.
Mic is fine, man. Can the court hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear
want
you.
to see in there.
Okay, I cannot hear you, so I'm trying to figure out what's wrong.
Man, please stop saying that. You hear me.
She's responding to him.
So stop saying
Sir,
that.
I can't hear you. It's like you're whispering in my phone. I cannot hear you.
Well, let's proceed. Let me get the question out.
I can't hear him. I don't know what he's saying.
Ma'am, please stop talking. You wrote, these two are hurting so many people the same way, all for money from social media sites, correct?
You'll have to repeat that with me holding it up to my ear. What did you say?
No.
These two are
We're
hurting so
traveling
many
down the
people the
ear
same
canal
way,
now.
all for money from social media sites. You wrote that to the court this
It is
year,
a dark
correct?
abyss.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
There are other people that he's doing the same thing to as he's doing to me.
Who?
Russell Meeks, Mary DeGroot, Don Severino.
Okay, have any of those people filed cyber stalking injunctions against Mr. Hales?
They are waiting to see what happens in my case
And how do you know that?
because they've told me.
How did they tell you that?
They spoke with me.
Oh,
No,
in person?
they spoke with me.
In person?
Yes, sir.
Chat is killing me. Somebody just said if you look
Do you
inside
have
her
text-
ear, you can see John on the other side of the room.
That's how John, he actually is watching the child.
Messages between yourself and Jeremy Hales?
From a long time ago. Yes.
You have them?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you have them, on your phone?
Yes.
Okay. That does correlate to what I asked you to bring. So I'm going to ask you to forward them to me during this deposition. I asked you to bring any text messages or email messages, either directly or indirectly.
Everyone, pay attention to how long Randy Shockett has been asking for the same information that she refuses to give up. This was on January 16th of last year, 2024. He's asking for all the text messages between her and Jeremy, all the text messages relating to this case. And here we are. It is now February 12th of 2025, more than 1 year later. And she has now been ordered by a federal judge to turn over the same information he's been looking for a year. And she still hasn't turned it over, by the way.
That's wild to me.
How is this justice?
It's not. It's absolutely not. It's amazing to me, again, that they can just flaunt not cooperating with the courts. They can 100%, and they can lie in court. Absolutely. It's 100%, you know, they keep saying, oh, we're going to sue. Man, I can prove you lied in court. I can fucking prove it. You lied in documents. I freaking have it on. I kept files on it for sure. It's been called out in other documents, but well, let's see. We'll see if a judge cares. They should, but we'll see.
Yeah, they should.
Referencing or relating to the claims made in this case by you against him. So I'm asking you now, you just testified you have text messages and email messages from a long time ago between yourself and him. And I'm asking you now to forward them to me, please. All of them.
Not forward all of them. It'll take me forever. I have to screenshot everything.
It's
and
been
then
a year.
send
She
them
still
to you.
can't turn them over.
Then do that.
Screenshot them.
Because we're going to go to the court. If you don't do it, we're going to tell the court that you didn't produce it, even though you said you did. You have it, and you don't produce it. You were given plenty of time to prepare for this deposition.
I had no idea. I don't know what a deposition is. I don't know what you wanted.
It
says
says
it
very
right here, ma'am.
clearly on the subpoena.
Oh, for Christ's sake. From now on, I'll plead the fifth. I cannot go back and get every one of those messages. And I can't hear him, and he's calling me a liar. So I don't know what to do.
So from now you've decided from now on, every question you're just
I
gonna
can't. It's like the speakerphone is not working.
From
I
now
don't know
on,
what the hell, how to fix this. Sir, I'm trying to figure out how to fix the speakerphone. I cannot hear you unless I hold it up to my ear.
okay,
If I hold it up to my ear, I can't see the screen.
you know what? Why don't we do this? Does Mr. Cook have a cell phone?
I'm not
What? She doesn't know.
gonna ask for his cell phone. Why is this showing me?
Excuse me, ma'am. You have two
What
phones.
does this mean?
Ma'am, we're having to take a deposition here, ma'am. Now she just hung up.
Jeremy's face.
You want me to remain on the record?
Absolutely.
This reminds me of Scott Stark. You know what I mean? Like how it started
Yes.
off, and he just hung up.
So again, when you say that, are you intending to take the fifth to every question I'm going to ask you today about these?
The fact that you have already accused me of lying and you are trying to get me to admit that I'm doing things that I have not done, I feel the need to plead the fifth until I get an attorney present.
You've given that answer before. I'm just gonna. You took the
Yes,
fifth
chat.
to that question.
The defendant has a right to be at the deposition. Jeremy has every right to be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fine. I'm going to move on. And if you want to take the fifth, that's certainly something you can do to each question. It's fine. I just wanted to see what you had. So you are, the other question
Now,
was
again, do you hear Randy yelling at her? No, he's saying, that's fine. Okay. Okay, whatever you want to do. No, Alex, she's pro se in this deposition. She claims that she has a lawyer who's supposed to take the case, but he just couldn't be available today or whatever. And she's waiting to hear back from him. And Randy called the judge to ask the judge if he should stop the deposition so that she could pay her attorney and get one and they could reschedule. And he was told, no, the judge is not available and we're not dealing with this.
In this particular case, too, just to note, the judge was so horrible here that we had an appeals court get involved, and they actually said, yes, terrible judge.
Kick him off the case, right off the case. Yeah, she should have gotten an attorney. She had plenty of time to get one. This is her second deposition. She didn't show up for the first one. She had 3 months to find an attorney, didn't do it.
I asked you, you said you had these text messages and email messages between Jeremy Hales and yourself.
I have text messages. I'm not sure about any email messages that they're still on my email, but I do have text messages. Yes.
When did you last see the email messages that you had between yourself and Jeremy Hales?
Long time ago.
Okay, so
a year.
Right. So if you weren't sure, why did you tell the court on January 2nd of this year that I have email messages between him, Jeremy Hales, and I
because I did, but I also have emails have shut down. I lost a bunch of data because my phone got destroyed. I've been through 3 phones in the last, 5 months. Go in the other room.
Uh-oh, here we go again.
So I will have to look and pull up his name and see if I have any in there, but I have text messages. Absolutely.
So when you wrote, I have text messages and email messages.
I thought at that time that I still had the email messages.
And as you sit here today, you no longer have any emails between yourself and Mr. Hales?
I don't know.
Well, what would you need to know to find out if you have them?
I need to look.
Well, go ahead.
I am, because I'm trying to find the text messages. And
Vice baby, I can't hear her. I don't think she's yelling loud enough.
Oh my God.
Also, a couple of you in the chat must be new. A couple of you said, how does she have a 5-year-old? Well, she adopted her off of Facebook. Yes, chat, discuss that. Explain that to Alex, okay?
Yeah.
And I will try and pull up, see if there's anything on my email from him.
Okay. You can take it. You can do that. If you find something, let us know. It should be very easy on a phone. You just pull up his name on your text message screen and you'll have all the history.
Oh my God, sir, I know how to look for them. I'm not illiterate.
I thought she just said she couldn't.
I'm
I
on
know
my
how to
phone.
use the
I'm not on my
device that
computer.
I can't use. Oh my God, this is fucking. She should take this on the road. This is comedy.
We have given her such good advice, really, about how she can make money off of this, but she just doesn't take it. Instead, they want to sue us. I don't understand why. We've given her excellent advice. We've told her she should open a marriage chapel on Turtle Purgatory.
Of course I am. I said I was, and I am looking.
If she would stop the stuff pointed at Jeremy Hales, man, I mean, I'm a fan of all this stupid. I just don't want Jeremy Hales to deal with all this insanity. You know, if that stuff would go away and they would fix the, well, I mean, there are other problems. You know, we've talked about the other legit concerns. If they would fix that kind of stuff, my God, they could literally be raking in some real money. You know.
Well, there's this restaurant in Chicago. It's called Ed DeBevick's. I don't know if any of you have ever been there. But this is a restaurant where you go and you pay them to abuse you. The waitresses come over and they yell at you.
I've seen videos from that.
And this is a very old restaurant, been around for a long time. I took my dad there, biggest mistake of my life. Alex, I took Uncle Dennis there. And oh my God, what a mistake. That woman, that poor waiter, or it was actually a guy, that waiter insulted my dad one time, and he said something to him, and that kid never opened his mouth the rest of the night. But yeah, they insult you, they're rude to you, they're awful. But it's funny. It's supposed to be funny. There's another one, I think, in California that opened up called Karen's Diner, and it's the same idea. Like
It's one I've seen. I saw a video from one, and it was like, dang, that's
they just like roast you the whole time. She could do this. She could open her tortoise rescue to the public, and when you get there, she can just verbally abuse you the entire time. She doesn't even have to try. She doesn't even have to put on an act. Just be herself and just yell at people, and people would pay her for that. I guarantee you. Oh yeah, Dick's Last Resort. They do the same thing there. That's right, chat. Same thing, same idea. People make money on this.
Oh man, she could do those voicemails. You are not a nice person. Wouldn't that be amazing? You could get that. You could get that umbrella guy. You are not a nice person.
Cameos. She could do cameos.
Cameo. Well, I mean, see.
I know she needs to do this. I'm telling you, if she would sell her voice on Cameo, God, she could make $1 million, because it's like, instead of Tiger King, she's the Turtle Queen.
Exactly.
I don't see you anymore. Can you, is there a reason? Is that because you're looking?
Right, because that's the only way I can look for things. I don't know how to do both.
Good. No, you've learned how to stay on Zoom and look at your texts and emails. That's great. Good.
Randy's like, I'm so proud of you. That's great.
Good job.
Good job, Lynette. Michelle, LMNOP plus R. Oh, this goes on for so long. I should probably skip ahead.
It's just a wayward comedy.
It is. It's so insane. This just goes on and on. But isn't it funny how with all the new information we have, this all feels different?
It is.
I need to yell to him.
It's so relevant.
I know. But like, watching it the first time, you don't catch the things that now they're alleging in these new documents, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the sheriff, or we're going to be in trouble. And I'm not.
What's funny is they haven't watched. We find out like their PR team and stuff. They've never watched any of this stuff. Like that's the killer there. They think that they can just go in, ad lib any story, and maybe that does work online. Oh my God! By the way, I saw something. Somebody sent me. They send me screenshots of someone in the 2L chat asking about the $10,000. Being
really
oh yeah, and oh my God, those people were like piranha. They were attacking this person relentlessly. Like, I mean, they were just all over them, like with so many different excuses. But it was just amazing. Like they're totally fine, apparently, with a convicted extortionist and a stalker being part of the club.
Wow.
Yeah, it's something else. I mean, it wasn't oh no, it was just flat out attacks, and they finally banned the person for asking a question.
It's unbelievable that they just won't be transparent about where the money's going, what are they raising it for, and now they've got this convicted con extortionist weirdo and his partner raising 10 grand, and nobody's asking questions. Like, this is crazy. It's
when they do, again, when they do ask questions, that tells me what that says to me is that people know exactly what they're dealing with, and they don't want anybody noting that kind of stuff. They don't want anyone making any kind of statement, because if they do, they gotta get shut down and hard. Like, that's just disgusting to me too.
It is disgusting.
You didn't like him on YouTube?
I mean, they were normal people. They were no different than anybody else on YouTube. They were no different.
All right. So you come to Northport and you don't know him personally, right? At that point?
Nope.
All right. So at some point, did you ever?
I thought they weren't viewers, though. How would they know how they are on
personally?
YouTube?
A tree fell down across the road and in our.
Well, she admitted that she watched his storage videos.
Yeah, but
our
no,
yard,
but
and he
remember in
drove-
their newest filing, their answers, she's not a viewer, remember?
Right. They
So-
deny being viewers of any of his social media platforms, which doesn't make any
Yes.
sense because YouTube is social media.
Well, she's commenting on posts and everything else too. you
Right.
know? Oh, such a shit show.
drove by one day and we asked him. He stopped actually, and I don't remember if he asked us if he could help us or if we
What?
asked him if he could help
So he
us.
stopped. He stopped. This is again another lie. Because Jeremy has the email she sent him asking him to come help. And so this is just yet another story she's making up.
And he helped with a lot of other neighbors move the tree.
How did you know it was him? If you didn't.
Well,
didn't
sir, because I recognized him. I'm not stupid.
How?
you recognized
How?
him after watching a couple of videos?
Well, yeah. Yes, sir.
So she did watch his videos.
I mean,
oh,
he's
wow,
got-
okay, thank you.
So what did you say to him at that point you first met him with the tree falling across the road? Hey, are you Jeremy Hales?
No, not right away. Just said we said hi. I don't know how that came out.
Well, when did he identify himself to you as Jeremy Hales?
I think he introduced himself as, "Hey, I'm Jeremy Hales."
Okay.
I
and
said
then-
hi. He said hi. John said hi. Mike said hi. I think there was other witnesses that day. Jamie was there. Tim was there. There was another man there who I don't know who that was. There was several people there that were helping us with the tree.
And when was that?
I have no clue the date. I don't know.
Had you already closed on the property that you're living
Yes.
in? Oh, wait a minute. Again, you
I
didn't.
think so.
Just
That's a lie.
let me get the question out. You just keep on jumping the gun.
Oh my God.
When you first met Mr. Hales with the tree falling across the road onto your property, had you already closed on the property in Otter Creek, Florida?
I'm not sure if we had closed on it or if we just had the permission to be on it. I'm not sure.
So it was around,
We came down here October 26th.
okay. And because you said you have this medical condition, you're not really that sure with dates, so you're not sure what it was.
Forgot about the medical
date we
Damn,
moved
again,
condition.
you're
down
doing
here.
it again, man.
What medical condition?
She said she had a medical condition where she can't remember dates and stuff. I forgot all about that.
Oh, you're
I
right.
forgot all about
But then
that.
didn't she say it another time and that her brain, she remembers everything perfectly?
Yeah.
She remembers
mhm.
conversations to the, down to the word.
Yep.
But she can't remember dates though. But conversations, yes, definitely remembers all of those.
You're worried about how long this is going to take. This is going, every time you interrupt me can't get a question out and you answer, you're just causing more delay. I know you want to jump the gun, but we're making a record here. So I ask you again, please don't jump the gun. Let me get the question out so you can understand it as well. Okay.
It's reasonable. That's very reasonable,
So,
Randy.
You're unable to give even an approximate date as to when time you first met Jeremy Hales in person. And that's because you have this medical condition you've described. Is that right?
I plead the fifth. I don't know if it's because of my medical condition or if it's just that I don't remember the damn exact day. It was 2 years ago.
Okay. Did you send him a text saying, I'm sorry, an email
She's playing with her braids now.
that says
Pippi Longstocking.
you're a fan of his and asking him if he will move the tree with his tractor?
I have no clue. I don't remember.
So it's possible you did send him an email saying you were a fan and asking him
I
to move.
don't remember.
Again, you just did it again. So again, if you're complaining, and this is being video recorded, every time I ask you a question and you stop me before I reach the end of the question, we're going to have this conversation. And it's taking 30 seconds each time. And I know you want to get over with. So I don't know why you would do it. Otherwise, you're just not hearing me. I'm trying to make a record. So every time I ask you a question, let me get the full question out. So we have a record and then I'm sure you understand my question. Okay?
No, she's just not
Okay.
going to talk.
Yes, sir.
The question is, you said you didn't know if you sent him an email saying you were a fan and asking him to move the tree with a tractor, right?
I don't know if I sent him an email or not. I have no idea.
You don't deny that you did send him an email saying you were a fan and would he please use his tractor to remove the tree that fell on your property, right?
I have no idea if I said I was a fan or not. I have no idea.
Right. So you don't deny that you did, right? It's possible you did. You just don't remember, right?
I don't know.
You don't know if it's possible. So you're denying it. You're saying no way,
She's talking
you
to
sent him an
somebody
email.
else
right?
again.
Ma'am, who are you talking to again? Who are you talking to?
Oh boy, now he's getting mad.
Now he's getting irritated, and he should be. Like
He
this
should
is
be.
absurdity.
Oh, wait a minute. Yorkshire Gamer Lady says in RDR2 you can put passive gaming on so you can hunt and not be hurt or looted. What? How? Okay, I'm gonna have to research that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Sorry. Sorry for the distraction, but I need to know. Yeah, boy, he's getting mad. She keeps on talking, and now she's turned her camera off. She's turned the camera off.
See, that's insanity. Like again, any judge should have been all over this and been like, "What the hell? This is this is wrong. You can't do this." But no,
But because Judge Grudge hated Jeremy Hales so much,
Yeah.
Randy never even got to tell him about this. Like, it never got brought up. It's crazy. They were never able to have an evidentiary hearing in 11 months. 11 months.
yeah, while sitting on his rights to do anything really. I mean, they shut his
Couldn't
life
drive on his property, couldn't walk on his own property, couldn't, had to go around the long way, like had no gun rights because of this. Dang.
Now we just lost it.
Oh my God.
Ma'am, you're off the video. We don't hear you. You've muted the video. The record's going to reflect she's muted her video. She's probably having a conversation. It looked like she was having a conversation with somebody. And ma'am, if you don't come back and say something, we are going to assume that you're not participating in this deposition.
This is insane.
Ma'am, your audio is still muted and you've turned your video off.
Mochi says
yet
the
you're
connection
still
died. The connection didn't die. We're going to start reading super chats in the pauses. Fallen Hero 4567, thanks for the $3 super sticker. Appreciate ya. Chris W, thanks for the New Zealand 5. Breadsticks and laundromat money to make the haters get mad and angry. Ray McIntyre, aka Bald
Okay.
Python
So this
King,
deposition has now been
gifted a membership. Thank you very much.
apparently terminated by Ms. Preston, who is remaining online. And we consider, court reporter, can you ask her and text her and see if she's
Sorry,
different-
I had to.
Oh, boy,
it was my
she's
lawyer
back.
calling, and they are going to call me back. They are. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm supposed to call them so we can finalize everything.
who is your lawyer?
It's going to be Josh Silverman, I believe.
Are you tested under oath that Mr. Silverman's office just called you?
Yes, sir.
Who'd you speak with?
His person that he just had call me. I don't know. I forgot his name. I didn't listen. I was trying to hurry because of you.
Okay. So, court reporter, could you read back the pending question that was asked before she? Oh, I know what it was. Sorry. We definitely saw you speaking with somebody. Who are you speaking with?
Someone from Josh Silverman's
No,
office.
no. You were speaking out loud. You were on the
No.
phone.
No, before that.
This is being audio and video taped. We'll go back on the video. You were saying something to somebody.
John is outside. He can't hear me. He can't see me. I was mouthing to him, the lawyer's calling. What do I do? So I answered it. You said I should be able to answer phone calls while in the middle of the
you don't want
deposition.
anyone.
Why is John
not just
standing right
Mr.
outside the
Cook,
window?
especially because he's a witness.
Yeah,
But really, no one.
the mental picture of John.
I mean,
out-
it's so strange. It is. He's like, oh,
just like nose press, window licking. Like, what is he
window
doing?
licker.
Alex just said that this is exhausting. Yes, Alex, welcome to the
amazing.
pain. Okay.
It's amazing, Alex. This is
We've been covering this for a year.
this is an amazing case, though. I mean, these people are going to sue us for covering this case, though. For real, it's fucking crazy. But it's just crazy. I gotta cover it. I got to.
We're gonna wait till we get sued, Alex. The coverage is just gonna get more hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh,
Want to accept your lawyer if you have a lawyer. You don't have
The
one.
lawyer called me.
Yeah.
I
Again,
answered the phone.
once again. I feel like the
Again.
movie My Cousin Vinny here. We have a miscommunication, a problem. You're not understanding me that I asked when I'm speaking, and I've been pretty good.
I wasn't.
Wait,
as well?
It's like My Cousin Vinny here. Oh my God, that's a beautiful line there. He's like, oh my God, it's like the movie My Cousin Vinny here.
oh God. Oh no. You went all the way back. Look what you did.
Oh, I can't help it. I was trying to. Sorry. Just zoom it forward. My
That's
bad.
all right. It doesn't matter.
Uh,
Doesn't matter.
Us that day
look at her. Like,
to look at the
facing that.
property and be on the property. We were given permission by the 3 sisters or 2 sisters or whatever it was, and the real estate agent to be on the property and start cleaning it up. So she came with us. We drove there to
Amazing.
look to be on the property.
From Northport.
Yes.
Who was in
So
the car?
I
You say we drove. Who was it that drove?
John Cook, myself, and Jamie Johnson, and my little girl.
And who was driving?
Who was driving? I
Yes, ma'am.
suppose-
Long
I don't know
way
if I
ahead here. Let me-
was
let me go
or
back a
if
little bit
John
more.
was.
It's supposed to be at 12. I'm looking at the replay. So
Oh.
give me 1 second. Yeah, it's at
Smart.
12:45. That's where we should be. Not,
12:45.
and we're at 13. You see the time on the side right there at the
Oh yeah.
so it should say 12:45. That's where I hit us at.
Was
That was my
there
bad.
a guy
Yeah.
named Mike
It's
was there
okay.
and a guy
I mean, we're not really
Yeah.
missing much, are we?
No, it's like an hour. It's a bunch.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay.
I jumped a long ways. So
12:56,
let's
12:53. She went away again?
I'm guessing.
Oh
What's the
God.
time?
those messages.
Oh yeah, we did miss a bunch.
Yeah, we
Holy
did. See,
cow.
that's what I mean. Yeah, we jumped way out. So
And if
Yeah.
it wasn't
I can
my
check.
lawyer,
I was like, wait a minute. There is a timestamp. We can see it on the.
Oh yeah.
The chat's followed along. I'll just watch it
Smart.
there.
I wouldn't have answered it. But since it was the lawyer that I'm assuming I'm going to get at the end of this, then I needed to answer it to find out what they said to do.
Okay. So if you're going to speak to someone else in the room, there should be no one there. But if you're
There's
going to
no one in the room.
again,
Here's
Again.
the room.
again, I'm
Oh,
interrupting.
Here's the
Lord.
room.
I love
Damn
it.
it.
Mess.
Please stop doing what you're doing.
I just showed you the room. There's no one in
This
the
is-
room. Not sitting in the
This
room.
is and this is definitely a problem. You're causing extreme delay in this deposition by all these things
Yes,
you're doing,
very much
interrupting
so.
the questioner as a witness, and then with these run-on answers and doing things that aren't needed. So
Okay.
I'm trying to get it done as quickly as I can.
Okay. I'll hand.
You
I'll
just did
hand
it again. You just did it again.
It
You
said
just
yes,
don't see-
sir.
You just did it again. So you just need to let me get my breath and my words out. Take a breath, and then you can answer, and we're all ears when you answer. I need you to be all ears when I'm speaking. Is that okay?
Yes, I
She's
know.
still talking to somebody else.
Let's try it again. So if you need to speak to someone in your room, there should be no one there. But if there's an emergency, I understand
Oh
that.
no, the straw.
So if you have some sort of emergency, a phone call, whatever it is, Just say, someone's just entered the room, tell us, and tell us who they are, and tell us what the emergency is that's interrupting this deposition. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So,
I bet that
I wanna make
quiet is
sure.
hurt.
because it's unclear. So let's get a clear answer here. One way or the other. And again, we're just seeking the truth. All we are is seeking the truth. So, do you deny that you sent Mr. Hales an email saying,
I plead the fifth.
Saying I played the fifth.
did I finish my question?
He didn't finish his
Oh
question.
my God.
I didn't. How can you plead the fifth to a question you haven't heard yet? Are you denying that you sent Mr. Hales an email saying, and I quote, I'm a fan, unquote. Are you denying you sent him an email that says that, ma'am? I can't read that.
I plead the fifth.
That's okay. Okay, let me ask you another question.
Wait, the crazy part about that is, where have we
love it.
seen that before?
Yes, indeed. That's actually that's one of the wildest freaking things.
Only
ever.
crazy people do this.
Oh my God.
Only nut jobs do this. Very
Oh.
Darrell Brooks of her. He has grounds.
Did you
That is
send
so
him
bizarre.
an email asking him to move the tree that fell on your property with his tractor?
I plead the fifth.
Hang on. Did you ask Mr. Hales at any time to give your grandson a job?
I'll answer that. Yes.
Tell us about that. What kind of job did you want Mr. Hales to give your grandson?
Anything. Mr.
When-
Hales at that point seemed like a nice guy. I asked my grandson was 17 and I was going to bring him down here and get him a new life. He was being beaten and abused by his mother and father, and I wanted to get him a job. So I asked him.
That's probably not true either. By the way,
Where did the grandson go back to? Whose property or whatever? Who
know.
did she send him back to?
I don't know.
Did they go back to the people that she's claiming are
Probably.
abusers? I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, I don't know where they ended up.
If he would give him a job.
Doing
He
what?
kindly said yes.
Who said yes?
Jeremy.
He told you he would give your grandson a job
Yes, he did.
in person?
No,
How?
I don't on those messages.
You sent me a text message that says he'll give your grandson a job?
I don't know whether he sent an email or sent it in those texts. That's all the texts I have.
So the
Do
chat's
you have
saying to
anything
the
in
mom.
writing from Jeremy
So, yeah.
Hales?
I
that
don't
says-
know.
Wait, what?
The chat is saying yes to the mother. So that's apparently who she sent them back to. You know,
Interesting.
she's calling them monsters and abusers. I mean, that's
Yeah, and then
That's
she
something.
accused her grandson of being an abuser. So on one hand, now it's well, I had to rescue him from the abusers. Then when he became a problem for her, he's the abuser. And then she
Yeah.
sends him back to the people she had originally said were abusers. Alex, you cannot keep up with how many people this woman claims abuses either her or people she knows or children. We can't keep up. The list is growing every day.
Yeah, just say all that. I mean, it's easier to say who hasn't she done this to.
Right. Yeah, pretty much everyone she has come into contact with. And at some point, they have a falling out, and then she accuses them of abusing children or her or other people. Yeah, whole towns. Yeah, the entire town of Northport. She accused the entire town of Northport of abusing her.
Again.
I don't know. I don't know.
Again. When I say again, I'm not going to go through the speech. I'll just say again. And when I say again, like that, you know what it
I'm going to go through the
It
speech
means that
anymore.
again, I've been unable to complete a question. And I've been interrupted, and it just causes
Poor
delay.
Randy.
and it causes you to not hear the full question, which I want you to understand and listen to.
Sucks for Randy, but it did make for a funny depo.
So again, we're taking so long here. If I were to play back this video when we're done and use the time every time I had to make that instruction to you, it could be a half hour by the time we're done, maybe even more, with all
That's
the
true.
pausing. So it's easier on me. It's easy. Again, it's easier on me, and it's easier for you. It's easier on
Okay,
everyone.
sir, may I interrupt for 1 minute? John
Again.
Cook needs to walk through to get his medication because
Sure.
they're back there. So he's going to walk through really
Thank you.
quickly to get his
Thanks.
medicine and walk back
I
out.
got you. I got you. That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're finally getting it. You're finally getting the rules. He's only explained it to you 1,000,000 times. Like, if he needs to come in, you need to tell me he's in the room. Oh, okay. Back to super chats.
Harley?
Oh boy,
Daddy can't play with you. No.
Daddy.
You can play later.
Didn't John Cook say in his deposition he's not the child's dad?
He did, but
It's okay,
he's
baby.
called Dad all the time, actually. Like, we've heard it multiple
It's
times.
very
so-
strange. Very strange. I have my favorites. Thanks for the 5. Let's hit the thumbs up button to show we love Mug.
John has
Appreciate
left
that.
the room.
Teresa Finn Writer Chick, thanks for the 5. Sharing breadsticks now because it's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
So do you have
Happy
anything in
birthday,
writing?
Teresa Finn. And
For
she
real.
says, I may not make it the whole stream. I know, very unprofessional of me.
Oh my God. It's okay.
Love
It is
you
your
both.
birthday. Yes, it's your birthday, though. Happy birthday to you, for real. I hope you are there and hear it. Happy birthday from all of us. The only songs I know are the happy birthday normal song and the Chi-Chi's song.
The Chi-Chi's.
That's what I sing every time. Happy birthday from all of us to
birthday,
you.
all of us to you.
Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Hey. Yeah.
Hey, they had the best tacos, though. The best beef tacos at Chi-Chi's. I
My
loved
mom loved taking me
Chi-Chi's
there for my
tacos.
birthday. I'd be like, don't take me over there. And they would just be like, oh, we're taking you somewhere else this year. It's nothing. We're going to take you. And we'd end up at freaking Chi-Chi's because they'd slap that 10-ton sombrero on your head and dance around your tables. Oh, man. It was like, not again. And I loved it. I mean, my mom loved that. I give her props for that one. That was some of the funniest crap she would do. You know, I did that. I'm like, man, that's the kind of stuff I like doing. You know, it's just funny.
Chi-Chi's didn't they have like a saddle that you get on or something that you get on top of?
They had
Like a
depending on the
special
restaurant,
chair or
Yeah, they had a
something?
chair. They had like a chair depending on the restaurant.
Right.
But they would
Right.
dance around your freaking. It was.
Oh
something
yeah,
else.
so embarrassing. But they had great tacos though,
Oh,
really.
Yeah, their food was amazing. You know, until
And the
they.
good
fell
salsa,
apart.
really good salsa. Yeah.
I used to love going there. I just didn't, you know.
Not on your
Not on the
birthday.
birthdays. I was like, oh my God. I mean, you know, I'd get over there and they'd call friends and stuff. They just have people, like random people come over. I think they just picked up, you know, homeless people. You want to eat Chi-Chi's? Come sing happy birthday. And I was like, who are these people? Why are they here to make fun of me?
All right, the chat's upset. The saddle is Texas Roadhouse. Okay,
Yeah.
calm down.
They had a chair though of some sort. You
Yeah,
know,
I
not
feel
a-
like they had something that you were supposed to sit in.
Does Texas Roadhouse still do the chair thing?
They do the saddle.
Oh, yeah, the saddle. That's what I mean. Oh, yeah,
It's a
that'd
saddle.
be funny.
Yeah. I'm gonna take you there for your birthday. Make you
Yeah,
get
I'm
on
gonna
the
take
saddle.
I'm gonna take a couple kids over there. I don't even matter if it's a birthday. I'm gonna tell them it's their birthday.
Tell them it's their birthday.
Yeah. Hey, they were born the same day. Look, it's
Yeah, they're
today.
twins.
Yeah, twinsy.
From Jeremy Hales that says, yes, I will give your grandson a job.
Let me look and see if it was in the text.
Oh God,
messages.
here we go again.
I'll have to go back
Oh,
and
the
look.
text. I love
If
these
it's here.
parts.
Just a minute.
Four
I'm
score.
pretty sure I gave
7
you
years
everything.
ago.
4 score. All right, we'll go back to super chats. Jack's mom, thanks for the 5. So today my dad came home hospice care. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's been a hard month since he went to the hospital. The laughter you both provide has truly helped. Thank you. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, love to you.
Melissa
Oh
will
yeah,
look at it. Thanks
no.
for the 2.
Oh yeah, no. See, I just read all these because
Oh,
you just
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
them, so I gave them to you without reading them. That phone has been destroyed.
What?
The screen is ruined. I had an iPhone and I had a Note 10. The baby broke the screens, so the text messages are on those phones.
That's
doesn't
not
matter.
how this works.
That doesn't matter.
That's not how any of this works. There's a cloud, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
If you had an Apple phone, the data is not just on the
or an
phone.
Android. I mean, you still, when you carry your number forward, your texts are still there. You know, I can still pull numbers. Like after I've had my my phone switched over, I've had to do that a few times.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's not how this works. You know, the same thing like in the Karen Reed trial that they were trying to say, oh, well, you know, you destroy the phone and you know the SIM card and it's all gone. Like, no, it isn't. It's not gone. It's on the cloud. Dumbass. Destroying the SIM card didn't do anything. Like nothing at all. It's on the cloud. You can get it still.
Well, it's
So the answer is
interesting. She went with that. That tells you that there is information out there, you know, and the information that she claims that she has, it doesn't exist. You know, oh no, I had all this information that would prove he did these terrible things, but
But the
destroyed.
phone's destroyed. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's too bad. So sad. Oh, we're at 2 hours. I didn't even notice that. All right. Well, that's enough of that for tonight.
Well,
I
we will continue tomorrow. Watch now. Stuff will drop tomorrow.
well, you know, look, we're gonna revisit this when it makes sense to revisit, you know, just in bits and pieces, and
We'll just have
we'll
fun with it. You know
we'll
what?
figure
I
it
mean,
out.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of time. There's going to be a, you know, when the someday it's been wild for the last stretch. Let's just say for the last stretch, it has just been off the hook wild, but it cannot maintain that pace. Surely not. I don't know. I've said that, but it's been insane for months, you know? So
Today was like the first day we didn't have new filings in, it feels like a week and a half, maybe 2.
Even weekends. I mean, even with weekends, we were having like, you know, weird emails and all kinds of other weird shit. So, oh my God.
That's nuts.
It's such a clown show. I
Yeah,
do
it's
enjoy
totally a
good
clown show.
I-
Totally a clown show.
Nobody can make me not cover this, though. I don't care how many threats they make or whatever. And this clown show. First of all, I was telling somebody about this case today. And I told them, first of all, you know, I've spent months on this, and I 100% believe Jeremy Hales is in the right. I've spent so much time. I've gone through every document, and they have had plenty of time to produce any type of proof that they have to showcase any of these horrendous allegations. Their allegations are he's created a false lawsuit, and therefore he is guilty of stalking and other things. But we keep finding proof of where she has said that he's after little girls. And I mean, there's all this other crazy shit, you know, so yeah.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And I think that, you know, the longer this goes on, the more evidence is going to come out that completely destroys this narrative that they keep on trying to push.
That's their problem. They should have let this stuff go forward and did it fast, because if they wouldn't have, if they would have gone forward right away, we would have lost. The Shara stuff alone has been devastating, and they allowed that to come out. They prodded her too. I mean, they dared her to come forward. It's just it's amazing what they themselves have caused and done. And props to them. You know, I am proud of them. I mean, it takes a lot to fuck up this badly.
True. I'm going to hit super chats. Are you going to stick around?
I think I'm going to bounce, actually. I think I'm going to go see what the kids are up to, because they're supposed to be in bed, but I'm going to find out.
My money's on they're not in bed.
Yeah, they're probably not. Hey, by the way, there's still 3,000, almost 600 people. There are almost 4,300 people tonight. That's amazing. So
yeah, it's a good crowd.
Yeah. heck of a crowd. And tomorrow, like I said, we'll have more and more. Just keep coming in, enjoy the show because it is crazy. But I'm out of here. I'll see you.
Take care,
Thanks for having
Tug.
me on. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the super chats. Where are we at? Melissa Lilligard, thanks for the 2. Jeremy said today that his legal fees are at $265,000. I wouldn't doubt it. We're talking about a year of litigation here. A year of litigation with 4 lawsuits. Crazy. Keith Jones, thanks for the 2. The start needed to keep a teenage hangry fed. The start? I'm sure that's a typo, and now I don't know what it means. Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Hey, Megan, Tug, no new documents today. Yeah, Mark Safe from New Documents today. Ray McIntyre, a.k.a. Ball Python King, gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Welcome to the Fox Den. Whoever got that. It's weird here, but you'll get used to it. Christine Blagg, thanks for the 2. Spending my birthday with y'all tonight. Hey, it's your birthday too? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Never mind. Vicky Brushwood, thanks for the 10. Does anyone know how much Jeremy has raised for his defense? No, I don't know. I'm sure it's nowhere near $265,000, though. Consider became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den, Consider. Where's my weird noise? There we go. Welcome. I know you'll like it here. And if you don't, you can rage quit, but make sure you send me a hilarious rage quitty email so I can read it and laugh. BC Eagle Deb, thanks for the 5. Hi, Megan and Tug. Have some laundry money. Well, I appreciate that. Send the coins, folks. Send the coins. Jones Sclafani, thanks for the 5. Breadstick money. Thank you very much. Sue Scat, thanks for the 5. Just saying, it was probably a 5-year-old who shot you. My grands are the experts. Well, maybe. That's possible. Ice Ace, thanks for the 2. To my favorite, Fox and Thug, here's my coffee money. I appreciate that. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Breadstick money to make the walruses and Deuce Foreskin ambulance chaser mad. They are so ridiculous. Yes, agreed. They are ridiculous. Hello, Spawn. Hi, Mama. Misbehaving gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Thank you for that. And welcome to the Fox Den. Also, to the other person that Teresa Finn gifted a membership to. Welcome, Debbie Childish. Thanks for the 5 to help with your new washer. LOL. I need the help. I need all the help I can get. Rebel Bird, thanks for the 10. Hey, nice ass. All those stairs. All the stairs are going to help me pay. They're going to help me with that backdoor situation, I'm sure. Cat Watcher, thanks for the CA20 washing machine fund donation. This will drive the haters nuts. It will. I'm sure it will. Susan Snoozy Q York. That's a cute name. Snoozy Q. Member for 3 months. Speed Queen is worth the money in the long run. Yeah, I'm sure it probably is, but I have a lot of big expenses coming up this year. Something really exciting happened for Fairy, which is great because she's had a really difficult year. But she was chosen to be in one of those leadership programs where they get chosen to go on a summer program and study at a university in the career field of their choice. And she has the opportunity to go to Yale this summer. It's very expensive. It's very expensive, but we're going to make it happen. And, you know, that means I have some very big expenses coming up. It's pretty much like she can go to Yale or Georgetown. She can go to Oxford if we paid for it, but I'm not going to send her to London. That's too far. But she's because she's only 15. So I'm not sending her to across the seas, but she did get accepted into this program, but it's going to cost me thousands of dollars that I have to come up with by July. So yeah, the Speed Queen is just out of the it's out of the realm of possibility, and that's okay. I'd rather that she get to have that opportunity to explore the legal field, which is what she thinks she wants to do. She's going to be going. She'll get to take part in mock trials. She will get to put on a case. She'll get to do opening and closing arguments. And that's really exciting for her. She's really, really excited about it. I couldn't tell her no. Are you kidding? Her father and I were like, well, we're going to have to bleed this money out of us somehow. because she's going. She got accepted, and she has really good grades. I mean, she's like at the top of her class, and she deserves it, and she should absolutely get the chance to go. So I'm going to make do with a used machine. I'm going to get something that is just reliable and easy to fix. That's what I'm going to do. Iowa Gal, thanks for the 10. Washing machine money. Appreciate that. Taz67 Invader, a member for 3 months. Watch out, folks. She's medium smart and thinking and rage gaming with a gun. LMAO. Yes, but I'm like not shooting anybody. That was the first guy that I killed. I kind of feel guilty about it now too, because I was making such good choices. And then I got all mad because somebody shot me and then I shot somebody else. And maybe it wasn't the guy who shot me. I don't know. I don't know. Now I feel bad. Candace, thanks for the 10. Washing machine fund. Thank you. Lisa Ann, thanks for the Canadian 14. Washing machine money to help your ass and piss off the haters. LOL. Win-win. That's true. Right. Improve the ass, piss off the haters. I like it. I like it a lot. Fallen Hero 4567 gifted 5 Megan Fox memberships. Thank you so much. Welcome to all of you who got that. That was very generous of you. Tracy Wilden, thanks for the 20. Washing machine fund. Thank you. Appreciate that. Julie Kate, save your money and send her to Gainesville. Or if that doesn't work for you, try Gainesville instead. That seals the deal. I'm playing Gainesville to Gainesville on the way out tonight. Candace, thanks for the 2. Jeremy's newest legal bill, $17.5 thousand. God bless him. Oh, Lord. That's a big legal bill. Patricia Cerny, thanks for the 10. Check for scratch dent places for a cheaper washing machine. They're brand new, just injured. But see, the thing is, I don't want a brand new machine because they have water governors on them. I want an old machine that puts all the water. We want all the water because water is what is needed to clean the clothes. Can't get clean clothes when the water doesn't wash the detergent and the dirty stuff out of the clothes. You need enough water to do that. You just have to. Nails by Sherry, thanks for the 2. Late fee. What did I miss? I don't know. Catch it on the replay. Sandra D became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird here, but we have cookies usually. Don't we, chat? Who's got the cookies tonight? Cindy Brown, thanks for the 2 for Megan's new old washer. Simple as best. I agree. And Misbehaving, I like this. Thanks for the 11. Vintage machine fund. That's right. I'm going to get a vintage machine. Love you both. Vintage is good. Vintage can be fixed. Vintage is mechanical. Misbehaving, thanks for the 2. Tramp Tug, Trug. Jinx Clemens, thanks for the 17. Rage Against the Washing Machine. Absolutely. Terry, American Woman Thrifter, thanks for the 2. Jeremy can get you a washer from a storage locker. Yeah, but then the problem is the shipping. Like, I'm sure that would be, I can just go find one from a used place. There are people here who fix them and sell them. In fact, my neighbor has a Mennonite guy he knows who may have one for me. So I'm going to get hooked up. Don't worry about it. I definitely will find one. Jada, thanks for the 5. Red Dead Redemption. Is that near Dead Dog Road? Oh my God, it might be. Teresa Finn, Rider Chick, thanks for the 5. Used Maytag money, or was it Kenmore? Either way, here's a little something for the fund. I do like the washboard challenge. I'd pay to watch that. You know, I don't have a place to hang up laundry to dry. I mean, I used to have a line outside, but I really only used it for bathing suits and life jackets. Yeah, I'm not good about taking it down, and then it would just rain and ruin my laundry again. Shane Cook, member for 5 months, unable to sleep, so I'm here, and it's 1:45 a.m. here in Wales. Huh. Well, I'm sorry you can't sleep, but I'm glad you're here. Misbehaving, thanks for the 2 for making the flops scream at their screens. The flops. Heidi KZ, thanks for the 15. Good luck in your quest for cleaner clothes. Yeah, my clothes, they just smell awful coming out of this machine. I'm telling you, it smells like they weren't even cleaned. They actually smell worse coming out than they did going in. That's bad. That's a bad machine. I can't believe they have the nerve to charge people thousands of dollars for these things. Heidi KZ, thanks for the 15. Good luck in your... Oh, I already read that one. Jinx Clemens, thanks for the 17. You bought it. Breadstick Money. Thank you very much. I love that. You bought it. Crystal, thanks for the 2. Call around for scratch and dent new washers. Sticky Widget, thanks for the 5. Unfortunately, I have to bail. I'll catch you on the replay. I know, devastation all around. Momo Whoa, thanks for the 5. Jeremy wouldn't do or say anything without proof. Put this towards your new old washer. Kelly B, thanks for the 5. We know Jeremy has so much of this stuff, and we know she deleted it all and her people deleted it. But how many others can show this? I hope many show it. Well, I don't think it will matter. We know she deleted it. We have proof it was deleted. And the judge can take a negative inference from, and so can the jury, from what was deleted. They can assume that it was harmful to the plaintiff. Tracy Wilden, member for 3 months, hearing that voice just stopped me eating and enjoying my blackcurrant pie. Oh no. Misbehaving, more sage, Tracy, more sage. Misbehaving, thanks for the 2. Can't reflect if you have no reflection, Meg. Hashtag vampires. Shane Cook, thanks for the 5. Hearing that voice at this time, 2 a.m. is a nightmare, nightmare, nightmare come true. I'm sorry. Philip Kraft says, my rosary melted from her voice. Jack's mom, thanks for the 5. In the BBB filing Saturday, didn't he try to spin a conspiracy that Randy and JH created the signs? Wasn't Feather the attorney at that time and not Randy? Yes, that is correct. Yes, all of that is correct. Darlene Mann, thanks for the Canadian 5. Buy Canadian, your US dollar will get a lot further here. Is that true? I don't know. Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Tug, check messages, please. And Barbara the Illustrator, thanks for the Aussie 2. LP cooked in the squad along with LOLYER and PR team. Pam Bistrak, thanks for the 2. It's called a gentleman's walking stick. Really? Is that what it's called? Charlie Balch, thanks for the 2. Dandy canes. I think they're called dandy canes. Interesting. PDW, thanks for the 2 for a washing machine. Thank you very much. Just Schwartz, thanks for the 2. Do you guys remember when I was begging for rants for stoves, super chats for my broken stove that I burned with water? Yeah, those are the days. Just Schwartz, thanks for the 2. Breadstick pods for the new washing machine. Thank you. Becky Jones, thanks for the 10. This is towards your new washer. Get a top loader. Front loaders are awful to keep clean. Tell me about it. They don't stay clean. You can't clean them. They're absolutely awful. And that rubber, like the rubber seal, oh, the worst. It's absolutely the worst. It not only is hard to clean, but it breaks down eventually. It should be all stainless, just like the ones at the laundromat. I don't know why they're not made out of all stainless steel. El Sue, thanks for the 2. Don't put the breadsticks in the washing machine. Okay, I won't. I promise. Sean Poe, thanks for the 5 for your domestic duties and antibacterial dawn. Barbara the Illustrator, thanks for the Aussie 10. Washing machine fund money. Love from a Cubs fan in Australia. Cheers. Cheers to you. E. Poindexter, thanks for the 2. Can you hear my eye roll? Kyrie, thanks for the 10. It's driving me nuts where her ear position is as an artist. The top of my ear aligns with the middle of my eye? I don't know. E. Poindexter. Oh, I got that one. Wait, why am I going backwards? Melanie Schullier became a YouTube member. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird here, but I think you'll get used to it. I have my favorites. Thanks to the 5. Washing Machine Fund. Sent an email. Thank you very much. Lindy sent Pats. Thanks for the 249. Tug, the stick is called a hobo stick. Bugs Adventure. Thanks to the 5. Megan gets a new washer machine. Tug gets a new washer. We all get new washer machines. Allie S. Thanks for the 2. Quick Spin Grifton. Let's see. We have water, pants, shorts, underwear, and a hamster. Janice Springfield, thanks for the 10. I sent Lynette's Depot to my attorney cousins. They wrote back, what in toothless hillbilly hell did I just watch? They said they'd never seen anything like this. The entertainment value is crazy. I know. There never has been anything like this. Never. In the history of jurisprudence. It's never happened. It should go to every law school out there. Shannon 7, thanks for the 2. Watched you since before Dep. Thank you both for info and laughs. Wow, Shannon, you've been around for a long time then. Long time. I appreciate you. Really. I do. She Hunts became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. To both of you, let's see, to you and Chappie, who's been a member for a month. 1.21 polyflops, Marty. 1.21 polyflops. Chappie, thanks for the $2 for washer fund, so you don't spell bad no more. Dan Davis. I played the 5th, 6th, 7th, and the 8th. LOL. Thanks for the 2. Appreciate you. Wes and Bama, thanks for the 5. To quote the late, great Legal Vices, I played the 5th of whiskey. That's right. Joyce Burnt, thanks for the 2. I played the 5th to infinity and beyond. Rage G, thanks for the 2. She will demand a break at trial to call the sheriff. Yep. Rick Reed, thanks for the 2. Appreciate you. World Explorer, thanks for the 5. With that hair, she looks like a burnt matchstick. I have my favorites, thanks for the 2. That would make a good t-shirt. Pippi Longstalker. Catherine Imhoff, thanks for the 5. We better hope that's only her ear. BK gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Welcome, whoever got that membership. I hope you like it here. Bonnie Heron, thanks for the 5. If Lynette didn't know them, how did they get her email address? Huh. Good question. Vanessa V, thanks for the 10. That was hilarious. Who are you talking to? I almost expected someone to say, you talking to me? Great job, Megan and Tug. Brenda Lanning Vaughn, thanks for the 5. Appliance person here. Go with a Speed Queen. Trust me on this. Well, I would if they weren't $4,000 for a stackable unit that would fit in my closet. $4,000, you guys. $4,000. I can't. I got to send Ferry to Yale. Willie Borzash, thanks for the Canadian 5 super sticker. Appreciate you. BK gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Welcome to the Fox Den. That was very generous of you, BK. Appreciate that. Willie Borzash, thanks for the Canadian 2. This has to be the best entertainment of the 2000s. Certainly the 2020s. You know, the 20s, the roaring 20s. Misbehaving, thanks for the 6. Anybody remember Window Licker by Apex Twin? That's what she reminds me of. The Butterfaces. All good, Butterface. No, I don't know that reference, but it sounds funny. Wizzy Wheels, member for 7 months. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. It really does. This is an interesting observation, is that I just realized we've been doing this more than a year. It sure doesn't feel like more than a year, although on some days it does. Some days it feels like this is never ending, but other days I feel like we just started doing this. I can't, it's a strange thing. This is the thing I've covered. Well, that's not true. There was one other story that I covered for 15 months, which would have been the family court corruption in Missouri. That was a story that took me 15 months. And it was like, and it's the story that made me end my family court coverage, because I realized that nobody was ever going to do anything about it. It didn't matter how much I uncovered. It didn't matter how much evidence there was. Everybody got immunity. And the House of Representatives in Missouri wasn't interested in fixing any of it. And it just, 15 months I spent on that. What a disaster. D. Robertson, thanks for the 5. This is not a video that you can skip around in because there's so much info. I know I've missed so much because for one, I still haven't watched the entire thing. And every time I go back, I see something else that I didn't see before. Elephant, thanks for the 2. Doge would remove this department. Yeah. Rhea Norman, thanks for the 2. Sesame Street is brought to you by the word again. Again, the secret word of the day. Wizzy Wheels, thanks for the 10. Thanks for the last. Megan and Tug, you will never understand how much I appreciate you both. You've gotten me through one of the toughest times in my life. Thank you. Well, I really like to hear that. And I'm really glad that we could be there for you and that you find something that takes your mind off whatever it is you need your mind taken off of, you know? I know there are channels that I feel the same way about. And I don't know what I would do without my YouTube peeps that I love to watch. And so I'm just glad. I'm glad that you feel that way about this channel. Dart B1, thanks for the 5. Somewhere when talking about posting the signs, she said she can't be responsible for what John does. Yep. Yeah, they've made comments about basically taking responsibility for those signs by blaming the other one. Mary Thurston, thanks for the 5. I heard this today. Dipshitian, a person who lacks common sense and logic. Interesting. Shooting Star, thanks for being a member for 2 months. Appreciate you. Shooting Star, thanks for the Canadian 5. My uncle passed away today. I'm sorry for your loss. So thank you both for helping me forget for a while. Love you both. Oh, we love you too. And I'm sorry that happened. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Every time Randy says, again, you can hear the exasperation in his voice. Yep. Doc's Counteraction, thanks for the 10. Messages and numbers are not transferred to the cloud or new phone unless you set it to do so. You can subpoena the phone company for those records, though. But doesn't everybody have the cloud turned on and enabled? I mean, really? Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. The dang super chat functions adds extra letters to these words. So frustrating. See what I mean? Yeah, I know. I don't know why that is. But the typos are epic in YouTube super chats. Marcia Yarborough, thanks for the 5. I emailed you a video of my 4-year-old singing What the Flock, doing her version of yoga. Oh my gosh, Marcia, I have seen your email, but I didn't open it yet. I have so many emails to go through. I will make sure that I go looking for it. Carol Welsh, thanks for the 2. She pop a pill. Zany. Shadows in my soda, thanks for the 10. You can put this where needed. Love watching you guys. Thanks for the laughs. Well, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Suzanne 7 IB Callie, thanks for the 5. Once in a lifetime experience for your sweetheart daughter. Yeah, we think it will be. And she's really excited. Pumpkin Farm, thanks for the 2. Do you have PayPal? No, I don't have PayPal anymore. Just Cash App and Venmo and Super Chats or Rumble Rants. Hi to everybody on Rumble, by the way. I forgot about you over there in the Rumble ghetto, but I know you're over there. I'll go check on you in just a minute. K-Matt Red Queen, thanks for the 5. Look for business sponsorship to help for summer school program and her business career choice to help in expenses. You know, the thing is, there are scholarships for it, but it's always for people who, for people who don't have the money. And we wouldn't qualify for it because they would take a look at what we make and they would say, nope, you don't qualify. Yet it's still a struggle. You know what I mean? It's the same with scholarships for financial aid for college. We're in that same category where we don't qualify for any scholarships financial aid wise. But it's still really difficult for us to pay it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on. I got to open up Rumble. I totally forgot to have Rumble open. It's been a while since I forgot to do that. Sorry, Rumble. Is Rumble even live? Doesn't look like it's live. Huh. Yeah, I guess it is. But it wasn't showing it was live. That's weird. That's super weird. Okay, anyway. Hi, Rumble. I'm here. I see ya. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Crystal, thanks for the 2. Portable washer wringer. 150 on Amazon. I love mine. What's a washer wringer? I don't know what that is. What's a portable? Hold on. Portable washer wringer. Huh. What is this? What's a wringer? What is this? It's like an old-fashioned wringer thing. But that's not a washer. Oh, you mean like the countertop ones, like for apartments? That washes like 3 things at once. I think I'd do better to hand wash. Shannon B, member for 2 months. 500 is like Wait, US is like 715 Canadian. Oh, interesting. Elephant, thanks for the 2. Use Speed Queen. Well, I would, but like I said, it's $4,000 for the one that would fit in my closet. So, yeah. All right, there's a couple of Cash Apps, so let me get to those. So I do not forget those of you on Cash App. All right, Deborah, thank you so much for the 10 she sent for the washing machine fund. Christopher also sent $3 for the washing machine. Sherilyn sent 10 for the washer fund. Teresa sent 5 on Cash App for the washer fund. Cheryl also sent 5 for the washer fund. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, I should check Venmo because Venmo never gives me any notifications. Let me check just in case. And then I'll see where I can send you. Jason, thank you so much for the 20 on Venmo for the washer fund. And Mary sent 25 for protection from the bubbly googlies. And Cynthia sent 10 for being magnificent. Aw, that was so sweet. And Teresa also sent me a gift. I don't know what that is. What's a Venmo gift? What is it? This is so cool. What am I? It's like a little, it's a surprise gift. Oh, that's so cute. It was $5 wrapped in an envelope that you click on, and then it does this funny thing. That was fun. Thank you. And it says, just because. Thank you, Therese. I appreciate that. And Carla also sent 15 on Venmo and with a private message. So I won't read it out loud, but thank you for that. And Ray, was it Ray? Ray sent 5. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so that wraps that portion of the evening up. Oh, Snarkasm, thanks for the 2. You should have good luck at the Habitat Restore. There is one of those near here. I will go and take a look over there and see what they have. I didn't know if they sold appliances. So it looks like, let me see who's streaming right now. Let's see where I can send you. Dun, 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 dun. Shizzy Wiznut. Yep, he's live. Okay, I will be redirecting you over to Shizzy Wiznut's stream, and I will leave you with a masterpiece that I have created called Gainesville to Gainesville. I know you will enjoy this little ditty on the way out. Where did I save it, though, is the question. Wait, it's here somewhere. Why does this always happen when I look for them? When I'm not looking for them, I always find them. Here it is. All right. Good night, everybody.
I'm the lawyer in town, got my case in hand, but my emotions are mixing up this legal land. I filed for a change, thought I was so slick, but I moved the case from Gainesville to Gainesville quick. From Gainesville to Gainesville, what was I thinking? I made a mistake, the whole court's blinking. Emotions so wrong, my career's on the line. The judge's patience, now a thin, thin line. I stood in that courtroom, thought I was smart, but my paperwork's a mess, it's tearing me apart. I tried to move the case to where I stand, didn't realize I was already in Gainesville land. From Gainesville to Gainesville, what have I done? I've got the judge annoyed, and now I'm undone. A blunder so grand, my reputation shot. I found my way straight into this spot. I look at the judge, his eyes are so cold. He's seen case for dismissals too, but each one's a mess, my errors they accrue. I'm lost in my paperwork, a maze of my own. In this court of law, I feel so